weird. And then they tell me I'm weird. I'm like, I'm not weird. I'm just doing who I am.
And they like it.
You just being consistent.
They like that.
And look.
Because women be trying to get a project. If they can have the potential, they try to date off the potential. Oh, he's good, but I know I can get him here. Yeah. But I'm not gonna change. And when I do change, it's not gonna be on your beat or your accord. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told her that. And it was like she tried to give me something and I didn't take it. I'm like, I'm good. I said, I'm really.
That's what it is right there.
I'm trying to work.
That's what it is. Ain't nobody ever turned her shit down.
Well, I'm gonna go to Dallas and just go back and shoot my bed. Okay, go do that.
Yeah, I don't give a damn. Why you got to tell me?
Hey, look, you gentlemen are in a discussion about it got to be both sides of everything. You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of you probably read one side.
Yeah, a lot of people definitely want things one sided, one way. You know.
Yeah, but it got the scale got to be tilted.
It got to
favor. Always. Because the main thing they always say is, I'm not everybody else, just to fuck you off.
Yeah. We might look different.
And then but then the problem is when you put this in there, this is my problem too. When I put this in there, man, say I did this with my mom, my sister, and brother now. And then you still tell me that you're not everybody else, but look, especially not them.
Right.
So if I do this to them, you're gonna get worse than what they're gonna get.
Right,
so don't tell me you're not them or whatever. I understand that. You want the worst part, you want me to treat you like I treat everybody else and just do that. Because I tell them, hey, I could be sitting there talking to you and I get high. 4 minutes, I'm asleep. Vic, no. I be at the house, shit, we be talking and Vic look over there, I be
on his neck.
I lay down on your motherfucking ass real quick. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if I sit down too long, I'm going to sleep.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to the Coffee and Blunts morning show. You know, and I'm your host, Victor Vinziant. I got Mr. Food Truck Trapping right over my left shoulder, and my man in the back, Mr. Bread, aka Roland with SLP. You know, and you know what I'm saying, this is your morning panel. And we got a guest coming on later on.
Very special guest.
Yeah, very special guest coming on later on. So, you know what I'm saying, we can get this conversation going. But today it's about it being two sides to everything. You know what I'm saying? It got to be two sides to everything. What's up, Mac? Y'all come on in, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just walking into a good part of the conversation.
There, man. Yeah. Take your shoes off, man. Take a load off.
Yeah, because it's about to be an interesting conversation this morning because, you know what I'm saying, we're going to change it up a little bit, you know. Like the first part of the show, we like to discuss our problems because that's what you do in the morning.
You gotta set the tone about the problem. Get it off your chest.
You gotta get it off your chest, man.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, but we
already said good morning.
Not me.
Now you're trying to take a sip of coffee with a deep voice.
Y'all all said good morning. I had to wake up.
Man.
And you saw what I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? You spoke to somebody that I didn't see. You already, special guest coming on. Your voice went kind of, up there with the special.
You seen that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh, okay,
That's what I said.
I thought you go jump in that motherfucking jet. Special guest and she be behind it.
Hey, you about to go pick up? You know what I'm saying?
You trying to say she ain't flew down? I'm trying to move out.
Man, it's good seeing y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
Stepdaddy,
boy.
We back after Thanksgiving, holidays, turkey full.
Man, look, how the family doing?
Good, everybody. We had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we alive, we blessed, man.
Amen.
Somebody woke up dead today, bro.
Straight up. Write that one down. Woke up dead. Because it could definitely happen that way. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that have happened since we last seen each other too, man. So, like, for instance, Texas is doing pretty well in football. You know what I'm saying? With the season and everything. I want to go ahead and
Bama right behind us.
You talking about that Bernard?
Yeah.
Bama right behind us. They put on our coattails so we can't slip. So
Bama finna sneak in them in the four in the college. What's name?
Hey,
watch when they beat Georgia.
Man.
Watch when they beat Georgia.
Man.
Hey, this Saturday, watch when that shit happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Georgia ain't looking like Georgia now. That's all I got to say.
That's all I got to say.
Hey, and Bama already had that adversity.
We done grew up.
Man, Bama almost lost this weekend.
They gonna have the same record, and they got the.
They almost lost this weekend, man.
Hey, almost.
Y'all saw that push off. I ain't gonna tell everybody.
Man,
I
chill out,
yo. I'm just. I didn't watch
almost.
the game. I didn't watch the game. I just read what people said. I saw the play.
I almost won $1 million.
I saw the play, but I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. We already beat them, so I ain't even tripping.
It won't happen again.
They don't want to play us.
It won't happen again.
Don't nobody.
They already playing their best football right
we
now.
don't care.
When you get Bama, you gotta get them early.
Talk to him.
Bro,
Hey,
you gotta get them early, man.
Look, I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all already know what it is, man. Chris, like the longer,
That's all I'm saying, man.
the longer Chris talk about it, the more insecure he sounded like.
Yeah, you real sound iffy.
Listen, all I'm gonna tell y'all.
You really sound iffy.
It sounds insecure.
Iffy.
It sounds insecure.
Yeah, very iffy.
It ain't like when y'all play us every time Bama plays, they beat us like tremendously. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look, y'all about to come to the SEC.
We on our way, and we gonna run that shit.
We gonna see what's happening.
Hey, didn't they let them boys pay people?
We can put money on that.
Yeah, man.
We gonna have 7-8 year seniors at Texas.
Man, it's one dude that's
Hey,
y'all going SEC West?
I don't know, but they gonna
I think they are.
They gonna tell them like they say, look, man.
Let me look it up and see.
NFL, just stay here for another 2 years. Yeah, they're gonna tell you, we know you're NFL ready.
Who?
That's what Texas gonna do. We're gonna pay you just like you're going to the NFL. They don't give you this much, man. I'm telling you what time you quit playing. They go do an investigation on that.
Hold on, man. Let me look up. See.
What you talking about? Matthew McConaughey ain't gonna save y'all.
We ain't worried. He ain't even, man. We ain't worried about him saving us.
Hey, man.
He ain't even the big man on campus. He does it for show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, he ain't doing nothing.
He doing Taylor Swift things like.
Yeah, but he did for show. He went to that school and he showed up to support. And
I ain't even go.
No, he went there. That's where he graduated from. So he go up there and his alma mater, he chill. But we got other people behind that there's.
Okay, so the SEC will eliminate its East and West divisions.
Oh,
so that's gonna look crazy.
That's gonna be real crazy.
It's gonna look like a bowl game every week.
Yep.
Like because nobody has seen, these particular teams.
Watch out! I'm telling you, man.
I can't believe.
Look! I got to put this on the record. This mic is hot. Listen.
The mic is hot.
South Carolina got a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He's a freshman. He like 6'6", 6'7", black dude. He's faster than Cam Newton, bigger than Cam Newton. You gonna see him next year?
Next year. What's his name?
Damn, I forget the name.
It'll come. I'm sure you'll.
I forget.
Hey, he might be big and all that, like Cam Newton, but is he gonna be like?
No, he can throw. He can really throw. He had a high school game. I think he threw like 9 touchdowns, bro.
Man, I think
all they come from any always good teams.
I think a lot of this right here got more to do with just coaching and development than anything. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get in the right situation.
You gotta get in the right situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a.
But I'm saying he would be starting this year, but Spencer Rattler is a bigger name.
He's still in college.
Yeah, he about to go pro.
So
because he left Oklahoma and
he transferred, and this is his second year. So,
yeah.
So this is a 4th year senior.
Yeah.
4th year starter.
Man, so I wonder how crazy that's gonna look when you got a 16.
Tennessee,
16,
Kentucky,
yeah,
Missouri.
I don't know about that. I don't know
if
about
Texas A&M get their shit together. Damn,
they gonna
Bama, LSU, Carolina, Georgia, Florida.
It's gonna be a lot of coaching. Opportunities is gonna come out of this too.
I just don't like them recycling these fucking coaches. Get some young talent. And let's transition to the new college football, because this old shit is not really working.
Did you ever see where Michigan would be beating Ohio State 3 times in a row?
But that's what I'm saying.
Everything that changed. You know what I'm saying? And very few teams has been able to adapt. You know what I'm saying? Off of that. So what you feel like? College football gonna look like in for Texas or whatever, or Oklahoma, as they come to a new conference.
It's gonna look good for us. We ain't tripping.
Yeah,
buddy named Lenoris Sellers.
Lenoris Sellers.
He just sold y'all some bullshit. But
all right,
let me tell y'all something.
All right,
y'all be careful along. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, understood.
Around with the city,
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Watch it.
Yeah.
Man, crank that fucking truck up.
Wait.
My man Max said, "Oh yeah, he too high this morning." You talking about Chris?
Yeah, I know.
No, not this
You got them
one.
too zooted.
I ain't worried about that.
He smoked
Look,
that
look, he
too.
put that. He put that up there for y'all. Man, listen. Let me tell y'all something. As long as we always prove our point, we ain't tripping.
Man, but I'm saying though, like Texas beat Alabama, okay, but can y'all do it consistently?
Yeah. So
What type of program y'all got going over there?
I'll show you what they do is. Texas, what they got a problem with is, right, they try too much stuff because, yes, we got a weak conference. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a weak conference, it ain't like every day they don't go in there and say, hey, we're going to run these up. So they make a whole bunch of bull crap plays instead of just going and putting their foot down and running. Because even when Mac Brown was there, we had a problem with that. Anybody that got a running game and average.
So you're saying the head coach is the problem?
Yeah, they always the problem. Because you got to realize this. When you got running backs, because a lot of times we lost back in the day was we had running backs averaging 78 yards per carry.
Y'all just had Bijan.
Yeah. But look how
number one running back.
Look how many yards he really acquired, and he always had a quiet season. When I say quiet, he just ran and did his stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, he ain't doing.
But you gotta go with the Alabama. And they got Heisman runners.
Man, we ain't worried about that.
Heisman winners. You see what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. I'm only putting out the facts, bro.
Because they had to coach him.
That's what
this man's 72 years old.
Okay, and because he know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Take a page out the book, bro. That's all I'm saying.
They already did. They got their coach from.
You gotta realize this. Alabama get them big players and they make them become something.
Michael Jordan's son ain't shit. That's all I got to say.
Man,
that's all I got to say. You just can't get a duplicate copy and think it's the real thing.
They get
we ain't worried about that, man. We're gonna show y'all. Better we tell y'all.
Coach,
right. Coach, I told Vic last night. Right now, we beat. Last time we played Alabama, we beat them. Last time we played Georgia, we smothered the fuck out of them.
He right.
We're not tripping. You feel me?
But I can't be like, you know what? Back in whoop to whoop, this what I did. This man, what you doing this today, tomorrow, next week?
No,
I can't keep living in the past.
We ain't living in the past.
Listen, I rushed for 2,000 yards in goddamn freshman when I was in high school. Uh-huh. Do you think I'm gonna goddamn keep on making that valid statement right now? It ain't gonna work.
I'm saying,
the
valid statement is right. Because I'm not even gonna say it. The news is gonna say it. They're gonna say when these last two met, Texas was on top, and that's it. They gonna say that, not me. I'm just saying what they gonna say.
When are they gonna see each other? Not any no time.
Next year.
We talking about this week, this Saturday.
No, we talking about the future of the SEC with Texas going.
Next year, y'all gonna do something.
We can't. What you mean? We doing something this year.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about next year, this year. I'm in the time, goddamn.
Well, we already played. Unless we gotta play again, so
that's what I'm saying.
Well, this is the thing, though.
Y'all really ain't talking about nothing. Y'all gonna play each other in the bowl. Y'all don't got nothing else to play. Yeah. Next year.
Well, and that's the thing with the way this season going. If the wrong two teams lose at the wrong time, like you can
anybody can make it.
I'm telling you,
because like
Alabama getting in, bro.
So let's simulate that scenario, right? So Texas is ahead of Bama in the polls just simply because they had to win over Bama earlier this year.
All right.
You already seen Ohio State lose, right?
Yeah.
And then,
but Ohio State lost to the number two team.
Two and three. But that's one. Okay. So they're still in. And didn't they put Ohio State outside of that?
They are number 5.
They number 5.
They're number 5. Washington number 4.
Washington number 4. So we gonna give Washington a nod because
they're gonna move up.
They're gonna move up no matter what.
Yeah.
And then you got Michigan in there. That's 2 of them. And then you're gonna have the winner of the Georgia Bama game. You know what I'm saying? Is in there. But do you take Georgia out of it if they lose?
No, this is probably the first time it's going to be 2 SEC teams in there.
That won't be the first time.
I mean, not the first time, but it'll be another time that.
Because you got to understand, if Bama beat Georgia,
do you put
Bama's number 8, so Bama's going to fall down to number 6.
So,
Georgia going to fall to number 6 and 5. They're going to fall up under what's
and that's what I'm saying. And so this is what I'm saying. So you got Ohio State already outside, right? Texas is ahead of Bama. Let's say Bama beats Georgia. Can you make the playoff without putting Texas in it?
Like we talked yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. So
no.
It's about the score. How I get ramped up.
Okay, so who Texas play this year? I mean, this week coming up.
Oklahoma State.
That's not Oklahoma State. Ain't even ranked, is it? Or they might be. Ranked.
Well, they Big 12. No, they're not ranked. I don't know. They probably in the
so again, when they sit at this board, they're gonna say the strength of schedule. So Texas can't be in there.
Why?
Because of the schedule. Y'all ain't playing nobody but fucking Oklahoma, Alabama early, and what's the name?
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Well, check this then. Let me give you a scenario, right? Oregon is only a one-loss team, and they play Washington, and they've been holding Oregon's schedule against them all season, and they're not out of the mix because if they beat Washington, that changes the board too.
What Oregon? What number they are right now? At the 8, right up under Bama, ain't they?
I think Oregon got to play Washington this week.
I think so. In the
all right, now that's different. If
hold on, let me
if it's more than one upset, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me see.
But if everybody else went out and then it's only one upset, then I think Alabama might get in there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's Oregon. It's Oregon versus Washington.
Yeah, because the they number 8, yeah, and then they beat them. They beat the number 1 team, bro. Like they that gotta do something.
It's gotta do something.
That's what I'm saying. Now if they number 4, then that's different. But they're number 1, they're going up there.
So like
and they got the record or whatever. They want to see it. It's must see TV. Because like Nick Saban can do.
Because what I'm trying to do is simulate a scenario where like another team in a hot spot, you know what I'm saying, takes an L at the wrong time because if
then that's the only mix up, right?
That's on. So if
Alabama wins,
beats Georgia, and if
Oregon
beats Washington,
and one more, then they can mix everything.
Yeah,
up.
because Oregon's strength of schedule has been the argument for everybody else with them not playing nobody that was ranked.
But Oregon beat everybody that was ranked. They beat I think they beat USC, right?
Yeah,
they beat
lost
Colorado.
one game.
They beat Colorado when they were ranked.
Yep.
They beat some ranked.
They only lost one game. You know what I'm saying to this point. So that's why college football is so crazy right now. Is like how would you penalize? No, I was about to say like it ain't no scenario where a 2-loss team is gonna get in there. So
right.
You know what I'm saying? So
it's too tight.
It's too tight. You know,
and then like you said, it got to be the conference, man. It got to be about the talk about the conference, man.
Yeah, got to be. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's going on?
Who had a tougher role, and then they get them in there?
Yeah, like straight up. And
because if we don't want to see no blowouts in these damn, and if number 1 and number 4 and number 2 and number 3, when the time comes, late December, January, we don't want to see no. We want to put some good stuff out there because. You got to think about these NIL deals and all this damn TV money.
All the TV money.
You got to have something that's going to be worth watching, man.
Yep, the product. And especially when they threw TCU out there last year.
Yeah, come on. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But
look at this.
I don't think you could. You
couldn't take them out of it.
Yeah.
And that's what
that's
what you got to live with the playoff is. You know what I'm saying? If a team get there, no matter what their records say, then you can't say why they don't deserve to be there.
Yeah.
Especially when they got snuffed out a couple years ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that was the story why there was justified.
That was a Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's only good enough to get them in the conversation. So
yeah, because they definitely should never got. They didn't get off the bus. I don't know who showed up.
I don't know who dropped them off.
That was something crazy right there.
So when you get into it, it's like, again, when you get back to reshuffling the deck, let's not act like Washington can't lose. You know what I'm saying? And because like everybody's team is.
I don't think Washington going to lose.
Georgia, Michigan, Washington State, Florida State. I mean Washington and Florida State.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon number 5, Ohio State 6, Texas 7, Alabama 8.
Mm-hmm.
We played Oklahoma number 12, but we played Oklahoma State, they number 19.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
you see what I'm saying? Florida State, they got some buzz, but
yeah, well, do you believe them?
Yeah, they can get kicked out. They're not ready.
Do you believe Florida State?
No, I don't want to see them not play Michigan. I don't want to see them play Ohio State. I don't want to see play Georgia. And damn sure Alabama, I don't want to see that. I only want to see them play Ohio State. Who gonna watch that?
Who Florida State played this weekend?
Florida State plays Louisville.
Louisville.
You see what I'm saying? Who the hell they playing, bro?
Louisville just
ACC.
lost. Look, well, this is a championship game. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but that's what I'm saying.
And Louisville just lost to Kentucky.
Come on, man.
So I don't know, man. Some wild stuff can happen in these games, but like I think most of them gonna go the way what people think. You know,
Louisville might be. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
But this is like the most parity I've seen in college football in a long time. Like anybody can be anybody. And even
I doubt it.
And even the teams that you expect to go out and dominate, they still have to play 4 quarters.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, ain't nothing automatic. You know.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm. It can be anybody because it's college football. But at the end of the day, some of these teams are already well oiled.
Yeah,
and they playing their best ball.
This one of the seasons.
You play nobody really.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
Team they played was September 3rd.
Okay,
LSU 13-4, and shit. Other than that,
and then LSU ain't even ranked no more.
So talk about that then, right? Florida State's still in the mix because they undefeated. They just lost their quarterback too. You know,
and they might lose to Louisville.
And they might, in this situation, they could absolutely lose to Louisville.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the only ranked team that they play.
Because if that wide receiver, that fast ass wide receiver, if he ain't playing, that's gonna be kind of crazy. So, but if he is playing, I don't know who that backup look like. But he got a couple weeks to.
And narrowing the season down to 2 games, you know what I'm saying? Would obviously, if Florida State, you know what I'm saying, does their job, they into the playoff no matter what, regardless of their record.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever people think of their schedule, you know what I'm saying, the record is gonna get them in there. But if they lose, they all the way out of there just based off their schedule straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and which comes down to like what me and Chris was
talking
about.
Ohio State play?
Ohio State.
Yeah, who? The Big Ten championship? Yeah.
Michigan. No, they just played them.
I was about to say,
did they play them again?
Don't say they play nobody next week.
Oh, so who won the Big Ten? Well, who played in the Big Ten championship? Is it Iowa? Iowa and Michigan. And some people saying they think Iowa can beat Michigan.
Yeah, Iowa and Michigan play.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be no easy game.
Because this is a championship game. This is some teams Final Four. For
real, because
I know I can't get there, but I can
ruin somebody else's season.
Yeah, we can ruin your season, and we gotta play. We got another bowl game coming up.
Iowa ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
like those like Louisville ain't got nothing to lose.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the playing field is pretty even in those games when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And then like Michigan really don't have nothing to lose because they coaching without Jim Harbaugh. If anything, it says a lot about that program without him.
Well, that black guy, he coached 2 weeks in a row, and they look good. I think they just rallied behind. See, it's a story.
It's an emotional story. Yeah.
But just because you're emotional don't mean we ain't emotional either.
And emotions,
you gotta make a play.
You gotta make a play.
Yeah.
And emotions only go so far. They playing. I think Michigan's playing very disciplined right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they staying true to what they did all year.
Yeah.
But if somebody jump out there early, punch them in the mouth, shit, how are they going to respond?
If Oregon beat Washington, Oregon would be in.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of crazy scenarios that can really pan out. And here's the truth though. Don't nobody like the only team that really got something to lose right now is Georgia. Because everybody else is playing well above what everybody else expected. You know what I'm saying? Nobody saw Washington going this far. Nobody even heard about anything that they could do with the Pac-12. Nobody was.
Bro, they shook this shit up, man.
Yeah. Michigan is finally playing up to its hype. You know what I'm saying? That they've been expecting for the last few years while Harbaugh was there. So it's kind of like a long time coming. And Georgia is exactly what we expected them to be. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not a one-hit wonder program. You know what I'm saying? Like not on the Kirby Smart, not on the, like they changed their culture. You know, they know how to close games. And then when you talk about Bama, it's been a long time since Bama had to play without anything to lose. Like they got nothing to lose.
All right, so look, but I see what you're saying. Oregon number 5, they beat the number 3 team.
Mm-hmm.
And then if Alabama 8 beat the number 1 team.
Alabama, I'll be honest, if it happened like that, Alabama probably gonna shoot to number 5.
That's
5? Yeah. Because if you look at Georgia's schedule, Georgia played 4 opponents ranked. You know what I'm saying?
But it's about losing at the time. Like that's what I'm saying.
If it was about losing at the time, Georgia and Alabama would be ahead of Oregon because they lost after them both lost. You feel me? But Oregon, when they lost, they still up above them. And then it's just like when what's the name? Just like Ohio State. So they didn't drop all the way like they should. Well, they just played.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And this is where the style points come in.
Yeah, and then how impressive was the victory? And then who was playing, who wasn't?
Because everybody 11-1 ain't the same 11-1.
Yeah, look, Louisville number 14.
Because you start going down, and it's like, well,
and they beat them.
Yeah, like, let's say you got 2 teams that played the same team, right? Like if Bama and Georgia both played Ole Miss in the same season, they're gonna grade them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a tiebreaker game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Bama plays Tennessee every year, and
Oklahoma State might be Texas.
Georgia plays Auburn and Tennessee. So how those games go from the East and the West is a factor too. You know what I'm saying? So when you get down to it, that like I was saying before, like y'all ahead of us. So they're gonna look at how many points Texas scored in the season. You know, points for and points in against.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at that. You know,
all that shit gonna be factored in.
And because Oregon up there scoring, you know what I'm saying, 60-something points. That's why they have to put up crazy dumb numbers on teams. You know what I'm saying? Because they already know because of the strength. Yeah. So they have to overdo it.
Yeah.
So and that's all respectful. You know what I'm saying? But when it come down to it, how are you going to count? Are you going to count Oregon's one loss as being better than Bama beating Georgia one time?
Look, if Alabama
might
look. If Alabama beat Georgia, they schedule. I mean, their record would be the same.
Yep. And then so now
that is crazy.
Now when you beat them, right?
Then if Texas lose to Oklahoma State, then Texas out of there because that's 2 losses.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
No matter what.
So that's what I'm saying. Then Oregon and Washington, they'll have the same record. But they number 5 and number 3, so it really ain't gonna change as much. But if Florida State lose to Louisville ranked number 14, and then Florida State will only have 1 loss, but it'll be to a ranked 14 team.
Yeah.
Iowa beat Michigan. They have 1 loss, but
is Iowa ranked?
Iowa 16.
Man, and that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why it can be.
It's crazy because like the team that they playing, their rank might be in the teens, like it is, right?
Yeah, it's 10. They're 16 and they 10-2.
So like if you take an L to a 10-win team that, you know what I'm saying, with 2 losses, that says something too.
Right.
So like that's why like if you undefeated and you take an L to a team with 1 or 2 L's, you out of there.
Yeah.
Because something's got to be the evaluating criteria.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Something definitely got to be.
Because
it's how they factor this shit in. Because it's crazy.
Because like when you talk about like the Heisman conversation, right? Yeah. The only difference between Jaden Daniels and him playing for any other team that's got
Jaden Daniels is not that good.
I think he's statistically okay, but I don't know if it's just. I think it's inflated stats.
I don't see him.
I think he takes great advantage of broken plays.
I don't see him doing that in the NFL.
He getting blown up in the NFL.
I can see what I'm looking at. I can see Georgia falling a lot if they beat Alabama. I mean, they don't beat Alabama because they only played 2 ranked teams this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's when you lose that really fucking matters, bro.
Yeah, like here's the thing: if Georgia,
and then especially if you lose more than like by a field goal, like a touchdown or something, Oh, it's over.
We saw the scenario a few years ago.
Listen, this is Georgia. I'm gonna tell you. Listen to this. This is Georgia's first games. First 4 games. September 2nd, UT Martin.
Nobody.
The second game, September 9th, Ball State.
Nobody.
Third game, South Carolina. It was still nobody.
There was still
And then the fourth game,
they still nobody.
The fourth game,
True.
they played UAB.
Well played.
They played UAB, and then the only test they had really at the beginning of that and they lost they won by a touchdown was Auburn, and Auburn still wasn't ranked. Then after Auburn, they beat the fuck out of Kentucky. And then
but Kentucky trash this year.
Yeah, but then they played Vanderbilt.
Trash.
And then they played Florida. So then the only ranked teams they played was at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They played Missouri number 9, beat them by 9 points, and then they played Mississippi and beat the brakes off of them. And
they trash.
Wasn't Tennessee ranked when they played them?
No.
Tennessee wasn't ranked.
Okay.
They played Tennessee before last week. They played Tennessee on the 18th, and Tennessee wasn't ranked. And Georgia Tech. They played Georgia Tech.
And that was in the struggle bowl with them.
Yeah, and they wasn't ranked.
Yeah.
And so now Alabama. So they played 2 ranked teams, and the ranked teams they played really with nobody's.
So you saying
they didn't look impressive? Not like last year. Last year they ran through some shit.
So are you saying Georgia is untested?
Yeah, they was untested.
Yeah, they very untested. That's what I'm saying. At the moment,
if we go back to Alabama.
At the moment,
the first game in Alabama was Middle Tennessee. You know, everybody go there. Then the second game was Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then who you had? The next test they had Mississippi. That was another ranked team.
Bro, do you understand how
then they had
hard?
to play LSU, another ranked team.
Do you understand how hard it is, man? Check this out. I'm about to switch over to Alabama because my shit just struck. But anyway,
who your team?
South Carolina. Nobody. Anyway, check this out. Before I was brutally interrupted. No, I'm just chasing greatness, and this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Every year they gotta play opening week a ranked fucking team, man.
Who?
Alabama.
No, they didn't. I just told you they played a ranked team. Everybody playing bullshit.
I said Alabama, man.
Yeah, I said Alabama.
We played y'all.
Yeah, opening.
Y'all did. Everybody had a bullshit team. Y'all opening day was September 2nd. Y'all played Middle Tennessee.
Oh yeah. All right, and then the next game.
That's how ours be.
You talking about?
It was Texas. That's how our game was.
Yeah.
Everybody, our big schools play a bullshit.
Yeah, have a tune-up.
Most of the time, the first week and the second week, they get a big goddamn.
It's always second week.
Yeah.
First week is an opening week. They give a little school some money to play a scrimmage and then
beat them up. Yeah.
Sometimes
7-on-7.
Sometimes, shit.
Let's come back to the
like New Mexico State.
Yeah.
Like that. Like New Mexico State went down to Jordan Hare and beat Auburn there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's great. 31-10.
It's one of those things because that's
crazy.
It's not.
But
it's not because sometimes the coach don't really go hard because they see it on the
and they overlook it.
And then they take it, you know what, man, we're gonna run through practice. I mean, you don't gotta go no extra reps. Don't go hard. Once you be ready for this, we got this. And really you don't got this because they got a new head coach. They done circled y'all shit. Yeah. They doing extra.
It was just like it was just like this. We played Oklahoma.
It says cocaine in the bag.
We played Oklahoma and we lost Oklahoma. Coach was doing a whole bunch of bullshit.
Exactly.
And then it was just like y'all start playing good at the end. And then once y'all scored at the end, defense just gave up and let the dude just.
But look though, at the end, it's garbage time, bro.
Yeah.
But you get a whole lot of stats at the end because early on, the first 3 quarters, where the hell y'all was at?
Yeah, that shit.
You gonna run out of damn time.
That happened last week though.
21 points.
Even though we won 50 to something the first 2 quarters, they were bullshit.
Right.
Missing open passes,
going forward and shit,
and
disrespecting the
game. 4th quarter, the next thing you know, we got 50 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no, we should have 50 points before halftime.
Right.
And then sit down with them other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta make a statement, man.
It's a lot of people that's gonna leave Texas next year though.
Damn, so y'all gonna be extra trash.
No, we got some people back with it, did I tell you they let these people?
No, you said you letting people go.
No, but I said they go to the NFL. But didn't I tell you they let us buy players now?
I know.
And we like Jerry Jones of the shit. Jerry just bullshit.
We gonna see.
See,
we're gonna see, man.
My NFL
matter of
team is
fact, we should next year. Hopefully, you don't got no drama in your life. We can go to a game.
I don't got drama in my life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got drama in my head.
Oh, it's in your head.
Yeah, because I don't understand people sometimes. And I'm like,
Man, look,
and that's it.
I this is what I like about college football season anyway, though, because there's so many shell games you can play in every scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be worth watching, no matter what come on there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad everybody had a chance to kind of like, you know, congregate around their people if they had that chance, because football be bringing some crazy conversations together.
Man, I think the next upcoming league is gonna be Little League. They let them little kids do everything.
Yeah,
they game be more excited than the regular games.
I can see it.
I've been seeing some, man. These little kids been going ham. NFL gonna be flag football the next 5 years. You know?
Yeah, it's everything getting softer. Like, look,
Now it's designed to score more points.
Yeah.
So
to see more what's the name.
more
Because
offense.
more excitement. So
they want you to pull up off the quarterback, but the quarterback can fake act like he going out of bounds and then keep
listen,
running.
man, listen. If I'm the coach, hit his ass.
Yeah.
We take the 15 yards.
Let's take the
Let him
Hit
know.
his ass.
Let them know we coming.
Listen, man, I need you to be you.
They almost want you.
I
to,
recruited you to be you.
They almost seem like they just want you to block real passive aggressively. Like instead of like if you start seeing like there's different techniques, they just get in the way.
Yes. See, they want you to do like, okay, I feel like this. They want you to like contact flag. They want you to be in front of the person with your hands extended and see who's the strongest to push each other out the way. They don't want you doing all that extraness.
Yeah.
Because I feel sorry for DNs when they do that spin move and that quarterback right there. Yeah. Then you got to turn around and then it's right here. You got to decide how you got to hit them.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you got to hit them a certain way, it's going to be a flag.
Yeah. And then sometimes you.
So I can live with that. As long as you ain't no dirty player, you ain't going at the knees all the time.
Yeah, but
like
I football. When we were growing up, we got hit at the knees and all that.
I'm saying
you tackle somebody.
You can tackle them, but you don't have to karate chop them in the throat and DDT them.
Yeah,
you don't got to do all that.
You can get a good clean shot.
You can get a good. That shit hurt. Whatever you did, he wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
it's the blind side. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that choke slam.
Right. You just goddamn Undertaker.
When we was in school, I got blindsided. I got hit.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with you right now.
Wait, no. What did you go to hit me? Yeah. That nigga hit me and flew.
It was 4 of them.
Now he football tested.
Yeah.
So I got hit hard where everything just went white.
Out of there, man. Like they trying to play the game the safer ways, but shit, it's damn near impossible. Shit, it was like they barely officiating the right way.
Yeah, but they got a whole league where these dudes out here playing contact football with no pads and nothing. They just running, you laying them,
blowing each other up.
That's better to watch now than watching people with helmets on because they blowing each other up.
Yeah,
they giving them dude 300 pounds of ball and let him run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ain't nobody tackling them.
Well, yeah, they trying.
I know, but they trying.
Yeah, they still getting blown up. Like,
rugby.
I don't know what kind of insurance
we're
they got.
Start watching rugby.
It ain't gonna last. Whatever you watch, you need to cut it off. Don't get invested. That shit is somebody finna get arrested.
Ain't no insurance.
It's like a league.
Yeah.
Listen, it's about to get shut down.
Yeah.
Rugby ain't never got shut down. They do the same thing.
Yeah, it's not an American sport neither.
Rugby
it's not really an American sport though.
Rugby is sanctioned. It's like rugby is a global sport.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that like
the same thing. I don't think it started.
It ain't it like
it started here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No. What I'm saying is a sanctioned sport. It's a global sanctioned sport. It's like it's up like you got Australian football, soccer, cricket. You know what I'm saying?
Football.
And that is a global thing. You know what I'm saying? This you know, like American sanctioned football, but full contact with no pads. Like you ain't got no insurance for that.
That's what I'm saying.
So like it's only a matter of time for somebody's feet. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they don't have no medical staff. What's going on here?
Man,
it's
a whole team. They be having people here. It's a whole it's a whole different ball game after I've been watching it. I'm like, man,
I see.
I'm old though, so I ain't going out there.
Yeah, that's the point. Right there.
I ain't been exercising. If I was one of them exercise gym freaks, I'd been out there. I'm like, Vic, where you at, Chris?
On the field.
Nah, shit.
Man, look, the
UFC.
That's why you got to pay attention to what I'm saying, your body and all that stuff. Because a bunch of them people that's gonna go out there and they been past their prime, been watching them,
past,
and they gonna end up on the news for the wrong reasons. Because somebody gonna go out there with a whole different agenda and treat it like it's the NFL Combine and say you know what I'm saying, like I'm finna go full speed because I was that dude. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, 20 years ago. They ain't never heard of me. You want to play free safety.
But for what? At the end of the day?
For what? You know, free safety with some t-shirt on and some flags.
Yeah.
But he want to take somebody's head off like he Jack Tatum or somebody.
Like he Ray Lewis.
Well, sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Run a lot. Man, the desire to live vicariously. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like those people be on their second childhood, like I was saying before.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that second childhood.
That's a doozy right there.
Yeah, that second childhood.
That'll set you back.
That second childhood mindset is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You look up, like you still out there trying to run through cones. Think you finna get drafted? You done?
Boy, you 43.
Boy, you sit down somewhere. You washed up. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody at 43 doing that shit.
No. Do you see that video when Kevin Hart was talking about he tried to take off running on a sprint with some dude?
I don't know. Something happened, right?
Oh yeah, hold on. I don't want to put it on the screen because I don't want it to do anything to the stream.
I did this shit beginning of this year.
And pull the hamstring.
I pulling that hand up all time, bitch.
Man, look, it was so funny, man. Yeah, man. I'm finna play it right now. He told me he was in a wheelchair, and he had to sit there with his sons and explain to them, you know, say his bad decision making.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, for what? You're gonna have to sit down because you want to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, here we go.
Man, that fun won't have to wait.
Know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
Yeah. Well. You know, it's bad. Anytime somebody starts off by saying, well, it's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, the age 40 is real. To all my men, women out there that are 40 years old and above, it's not a game. Respect that age. Respect that age. Or that age will make you respect it. I was just forced to respect it. This is just a public service announcement because I know people may see me out. And I don't want you to be alarmed, but I'm in a wheelchair. Yeah. I'm in a wheelchair. Why? Because I tried to jump out there and do some young stuff. Tried to go out there and do some young man stuff, and I was told to sit my ass down.
Father Tom, undefeated.
I'm going to put this story out there before you do. Me and Steven, we got into a little debate. This debate was based off of who was faster. Those that know me know I'm pretty fast. Steven said, Kevin, ain't no way you're going to beat me. Steven is an ex-NFL running back, played for the New England Patriots. Very good guy. I said, Steve, you can bet it. He said, bet. I said, bet. We get out there, we go run the 40-yard dash. 40-yard dash.
40 years old.
Guys, I blew all my shit. Tore my lower abdomen, my abductors. I don't even know what that is, but I tore them. I tore those two. I can't walk. Sit my ass down. This is 44.
How you start running?
You just lost, son.
He blew up all this
You
shit.
just lost every opportunity of me going and racing you anytime soon. It's over. Kenneth, it's over. Sit down. What are we competing for? Why are we, like, what am I doing? Why did I even race? Stupid as shit. I can't walk because I'm somewhere trying to get the title of the fastest at the barbecue. What was I thinking, son?
The fastest nigga at the barbecue.
To be the stupidest man alive.
But how you tear your stomach, man?
It's like,
God damn.
He done blew all of this.
Nigga didn't do no stretching or nothing. Yeah.
He ain't stretching no, like,
He ain't stretching probably in months.
Look though, this is why I be thinking this would be a lot of cap. You know, he got a fucking Nike shoe.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Hart should be in shape because he was promoting this health and wealth and this, that, and the third. So if you really working out, I don't know if you're gonna blow your shit.
Yeah, you're supposed to be warmed up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like I feel like if we
because he runs, he got a running shoe.
It could be cap because you understand because he definitely didn't look like he had no pain from what he tore.
Yeah,
he's sitting there talking and just like I'm in a wheelchair, like that shit hurt.
Yeah, like if you
if you because I wouldn't be like this.
Yeah, and I'm not laughing because it will hurt.
Yeah, right, man.
See,
but the fact that he was talking about like he went from a sprint to a wheelchair though.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild right there.
Well, when you think about it, when you been athletic all your life,
and you can't do this no more.
And you can't do this no more. Yeah.
Trying to run out this shit.
No.
Tiredness is different. I go to sleep. I did that one time. Ran. Man, when I said I laid down because I was so tired, I was asleep.
Man.
Wake back up 15 minutes. I ran for police like that too one time.
Man.
I ran so goddamn fast. And I ran in my auntie house and just passed out the back of the couch.
What was the last time you broke out into a dead sprint? Like you had to go.
Well, I had to go, but at the beginning of this year, I raced some little 15-year-old boy. I won too, though. We old, so we think we gotta take our shoes off to get a little bit faster. So I definitely took my shoes off. Oh my god.
Yeah, I haven't raced in a long time.
When last time you had to break out like in a dead sprint?
I'm only doing that if it's life or death. So anything that come with my ailment, broke hamstring, torn adductor, whatever he said, the abdomen, all of that, I'll take that if it's life or death. Like I'm not about to run though.
Nah,
young boy kept on. He just kept on saying he was gonna beat me. I was on that Kevin Hart shit. Yeah, the young said he was gonna beat me.
I already told him that young stage, man.
No, I had to prove my point on it. Damn, I felt like I was, I was still in. When you start telling me I'm old, and I'll be like, man, you know what? I'm not old, but I might be.
I'm old compared to a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me, hey, listen, he said I couldn't handle him. I had to show him.
I'm glad.
I had blisters on the bottom of my feet. I went and sat in the car after that and left, but he didn't know what happened afterwards. But one thing he knows,
I'm glad you got that out.
Man, that old man gonna run. I ain't gonna do it again, though. I ain't gonna care.
I'm glad you got it out your system.
Hey, because
it's not even worth that.
Yeah, because Kevin Hart just got his shit blew up. And
lost the race.
And lost the race in his second childhood. When you think about the scenario of it all, it just sounds retarded. You know what I'm saying?
He raced a grown man. So.
Yeah.
No, he raced a fucking ex-NFL running back.
I know, but I said grown man.
No, it's not no regular fucking grown man.
That's a trained athlete.
Yeah, man, what we doing? I can see at the barbecue, race your little 50-year-old nephew. That's all fun and games to the spirit or whatever. Got that, but I'm not racing Usain Bolt. I ain't racing nobody that was been in the league. For what? For what? Who cares?
Whisper. My kids get trained.
You don't want no smoke.
They whisper to your dog.
That's exactly how you supposed to do it.
Yep.
I shouldn't have to raise my voice.
I shouldn't have to raise my voice. He hear better than I do.
Yeah, he got
read his lips.
He got a nice life, man.
Yeah, he living good.
Sit down, sit back.
He still want to continue this nice life. He got to obey.
Yeah, it's a dog in Afghanistan walking around right now.
Hungry,
laying on the rocks.
Yeah, outside. Hungry. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go to the pet store
and eating day.
Yeah, and like y'all don't probably have to deal with pet stores the same way I do. But like if you go in there and you get some food and you get a check out at the counter, and they always ask you, do you want to donate to like to keep a pet from being homeless? I said, me buying food for this dog is keeping him from being homeless. I'm not giving y'all no extra money.
They do that shit at the store too. Fuck grocery time, bitch, you had me donate $5. Shit, $5 on my shit.
Right. Yeah. Take $5 off of my shit.
When y'all gonna run the susu this way?
Yeah.
Telling you. When y'all gonna...
You got the tax and you get more money.
When y'all let me pull this motherfucker off and say, take $5 off my shit today.
Y'all just want y'all food to be free. Y'all just want everything in this. Y'all want to sell everybody everything for free.
Not one time and say, come on and get all this chicken. All the chicken.
They ain't never called nobody and said, we got some expiring food.
But that's how restaurants do. We got, if you know, I'm in the restaurant. I'm in the food business, but a lot of I feel like when they do all that waitress shit, it's like they make the customers pay their salary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
then they tip.
yeah,
It's
like you pay people $2 an hour, and they can get tips, and then they may not get tips. And all y'all count on is if you come to work more, it'll all pan out. One day you'll make $3, the next day you might make $100, the next day you might make $4, the next day you might make $2 or shit.
It's just inconsistent.
Yeah. And so I feel like a lot of restaurants save a lot of money off that. So then they don't even give back. So it's just be weird to me.
Yeah, when the people you should be paying is the folks that show up for you. You know what I'm saying? But like when you say when you break it down, like what the customer really paying for, and the percentage of each meal that you sell, like when is that gonna come back to your staff? Because they can be customers too.
Damn, we can at least get some motherfucking new uniforms.
Something.
Clarence.
Yeah. Be like, what was old boy on Set It Off? Luther.
Oh, I gotta give me that motherfucking jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I gotta give me that Luther janitorial. I gotta have that.
Luther
was a dirty motherfucker.
Boy, Luther wasn't shit.
Yeah, he was dirty, man.
As soon as he got some money, he
was
went crazy.
out. He quit the business. I'm like, damn.
He went crazy on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he stole all his money.
Mm-hmm. And didn't even care about him, dog.
Yeah. He didn't spunk it all.
Yeah. He just snorted.
I said, damn.
He just snorted
all the money.
And then
he
laid
was
up.
only going for a couple hours.
And then caught him laid up.
Laid up.
He found something quick too.
Nah, it was already.
Yeah, it was already locked in.
Yeah, it was already locked in for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He already ordered that up when he was getting his haircut.
Like, ain't no telling how fast that order.
Yeah, he ordered that thing up. I got the money now.
Yeah.
Who gonna say no?
Who gonna say no? It's somebody that needs
money.
Oh man, like, man, I watched this video last night. Well, I guess a docuseries thing called LuLaRoe. It was a company that was ran by women that created all these home-based business pyramid schemes, you know what I'm saying, and selling clothes and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize how gullible some people can be, you know what I'm saying? And like they was running a business off a Google Word doc. And basically it was selling a whole bunch of clothes that it was getting real cheap. And then when COVID hit, it gutted their supply. They was having leggings that was like sitting out in the rain, mildew, mailing clothes to people. Somebody talking about they had to wring the clothes out.
Oh damn! I saw you some wet leggings. That's great.
Pre-juiced, you know what I'm saying?
Cold press.
Man, look, she had to. Our guest had to make them errands in the morning with the kids and stuff. She in California on a different time zone.
Yeah. It don't make no difference on the time. It's just the things you got to do.
Yeah, man. What y'all think about Diddy? Like a lot done changed since we last.
I don't think really and personally, it's just the way they trying to ruin the world. Because personally, if he been doing this, the woman after the first one was getting beat knew what was going on. And shit, hell, he made motherfuckers walk across the bridge and get some fucking cheesecake. You should have known you don't want to be with that motherfucker because he had full control of you if you in his household. These motherfuckers are trying to get on his label. The way he did them, now if you get in his household, what you expect?
Hey, I don't think nothing wrong with that. Go get me some cheesecake.
Why?
Because I just want to see who gonna do. Like when I was in the military, we had to do a lot of dumb shit, and a lot of dumb shit was just to see how loyal you are to the situation.
I'm not that loyal then.
So I know
I'm not gonna walk across this bridge 30 miles and get you a piece of fucking cheesecake.
And then when you come back, he gone.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just doing whole shit.
Yeah.
I would call me a cab or something, but we had to walk. Man, you got me fucked up.
I'm saying I go get some cheesecake for a nigga for $1 million.
Man, he wouldn't give him $1 million though.
They got some money, bro.
And Steve's them niggas.
They got some money, bro. And you know they
got some exposure.
They got some money.
They got some exposure.
They got
all of them went broke. Have one of them.
Yeah, because
two
what
of
they
them
did
song.
with the money, they just spent it all wrong.
It was a lot of money.
Well, we don't know. Let's Google it right now.
Yeah, Google it.
Google it right now. How much money they made?
Look,
How much they made?
good morning, Starr. How are you?
Good morning.
Hey,
I'm well.
you just joined the conversation. We just got to the part we were discussing Diddy, which kind of leads to, you know what I'm saying, our ongoing dialogue or whatever. But I want to introduce you to everyone here. This is, you know, the Code Talk morning show panel, you know what I'm saying, Coffee and Blunts. To everyone that's watching from, you know, my side of things on social media, you know, here is, you know, a woman that requires probably some introduction, but she probably can do it better than I can. You know, Starr Parham, you know what I'm saying? She's an author and she mentors women, and, you know, I'm going to let her speak for herself at this point.
Oh, man. Good morning. Well, I'm Starr, and yeah, gosh, what can I say? I'm an author. I'm a wife. I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a veteran. There's many layers. I just got through battling soccer moms in pajamas just now, so please excuse the.
What was that about?
Oh man, because you know I take my children to school, but I take them to separate schools because I refuse to put them in public school, so I have to kind of do a lot of maneuvering in the morning. But man, I swear, sometimes the way that these parents drive, I don't know. I'm from California, so.
Man, we just been trying to catch up, you know what I'm saying, from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, life don't ever stop moving. So we always have to leave room for people to do the things that they got to do, you know what I'm saying, to take care of the family. So we had the first conversation of the day. But what do you got working on right now that we need to be brought up to speed on about your works, your writings, and everything else?
Well, oh man. Let's see. I have a variety of different topics, but lately, let's see, the ones I have written about that have got me the most, I wouldn't say heat, but I like heat, you know. Lately I was speaking about the power dynamics amongst women. I was speaking also about basically adding I'd like to bridge the gap between the different perspectives, you know, bring clarity. So, and just like, you know, a lot of the conversations we've had, you know, a lot of things you say, and it sounds very abrasive to those who probably lack the experience, but then, you know, these are similar things that I say, but I'm also a woman. So it's a lot of different things I've been working at. And what I do, I write things to jolt people's perspectives a bit.
I like the word jolt.
Yeah.
What's the most jolting thing that you've said recently that's got the most that's giving you the most feedback?
Well, the two things that I just wrote recent, a lot of feedback was about women that are, well, I don't want to use the word so much power per se, but women who actually are disciplined. So I would say that makes you powerful.
Right.
But your biggest threat are the women. And this is coming from a woman who's a veteran, because I had my challenges with men when I was in the military, you know. But so I'm not sitting here saying that, you know, oh no, you know, it's only women. No, but when I measure it, most of my own personal issues and the things that I've had to conquer was due to other women.
Yeah. So I made a similar assessment a while ago, you know, that, you know, we've shared private conversation about it's like if you take men out of all the women's problems, women still have major issues by themselves.
Oh shit, man. Look, I was just talking to I have a good friend of mine. She's a wise woman. And her name is Sheila. And we were having a conversation earlier. Actually, I was the one only doing the talking. She was listening. But I don't know why it just came out. But I had told her in my last live, I had mentioned the differences with different women. And I don't even know how it just kind of stumbled upon that topic. And I was just saying that it shouldn't be such a tough initiation process to be friends with another Black woman. I don't like that part because, the way I talk, or I might listen to Metallica, but I'm not considered Black enough to be in the cool clique. But once you get past like 35 years old, then it doesn't really matter anymore because now everybody needs to pretend to be professional because they got to put food on the table. But it's no pretending for me. I talk like this. I can't help it. So like I said, most of my issues stem from me having to prove my toughness, which I don't really have like such a really tough exterior. So what I did when I was in my 20s, because I didn't know any better, I went and I got completely sleeved up. So I'm all tatted just because you got a baby face. Well, I'm 40 and I still look like this. So in my, you got a baby face. And then now you're in an environment and you talk like this.
Yeah.
You're listening to Korn in Linkin Park. You're going to get fucked up. You're going to get challenged. Yeah. And yeah, I went through a lot of shit. Still do.
Man, where did you, and the majority of that resistance came from other women?
Absolutely. And it still happens. It still happens. It still happens. It's not anything that, it's not a secret because many other women have their stories to tell. And the ones that I mentor and I talk about, a lot of the women that I help, they have problems with their own mothers. So bringing them out of that trauma and having them come into an understanding within themselves, it helps them with their relationships with other people, especially themselves. The best relationship you can have is with yourself. But if you have issues with other women, it normally stems really mostly from your mother.
Mm-hmm. What you about to say, Chris?
So I know a lot of women don't have that. They don't have a relationship with themselves.
No, because there's too many layers of ego. You got to peel that shit back, and it's a very painful thing to peel back.
Yeah.
I get tired of women, like, they think it's okay to be on them shows and all they do is fight.
Oh, God.
And I'd be like, oh, my God, it's weird to me. Like, you can put a whole bunch of men in the room. We definitely not going to fight like that.
Mm-mm.
And you might have one person with a problem with each other, but half the time we're not going to fight unless somebody tagging them. Most times it's men, we're going to separate them anyway. Women, they cheer it on. Man, and that's not nothing us men want. And that's what women don't fail to realize. Yeah, we might use y'all as being women when y'all do that, but other than that, how y'all act, we don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Victor brought up an amazing point about the self-discipline. I think the difference with that is, of course, our brains are wired differently, but in the setting where there's men, right? What the hierarchy of the males, it stands on discipline. So if you have a whole bunch of males in the room and let's say one of those younger males get out of line, you're going to make his ass do some fucking push-ups, right? You're going to make his ass do something. There's some discipline and they love it. Young men love it. They want that structure. But when you have a whole environment when there's a lot of women, then now, and I'm not saying this is in every environment because I know some amazing women and a lot of them are the reasons why I'm here, because the ones that didn't have that competitive spirit with me or wanted to try to, whatever it is that some women have, they actually were part of my growth, but they had discipline. But if you put a whole group of women together and there's no structure and there's nobody that really values or understands discipline, self-discipline especially, then you're going to have a whole lot of shit. That Love and Hip Hop, I've never watched the episode. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because I'm married to a foreign man. He's not from this country. So then when I talk to my in-laws and, it is what it is, they're surprised I can cook. They're surprised that I function like an actual human. And I admit it can be a bit offensive, but then I can't be offended because at the end of the day, what do they see on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that brings to a question that like we get to ask you per se is, do women value self-discipline?
It's not something that we are taught per se. If you go in any household right now, you see boys and girls, they're going to be raised differently, right? A lot of people are like, no, I raised all my kids the same. No, you fucking don't, because there's shit that your son can do that your daughter can't do. And there's certain disciplinary actions that your son gonna have that your daughter don't have. Now, I didn't have that shit. I didn't have discipline like that. But when I joined the military, that's what got my head right, because they don't separate. In boot camp is boot camp. Whether you're male or female, you're getting that same training, you see. So you ain't got it before you go in, you're gonna get recycled. And I sure the hell didn't want to get recycled.
I'll tell you this. I had a conversation with my twins. They live with me, So I had a conversation with them last night about that. You feel me? I had a conversation about households. So I got different kids in different households. I told them last night, because I told them, I know sometimes y'all feel a certain way about your brothers and sisters in them, right? I say, y'all think they get this or get that. I said, one thing is over here with y'all too, I'm doing it alone. I say, over here with them, their mother's helping. Y'all mother's not helping over here. You feel me? Because it's definitely a difference with single fathers and single mothers, right?
It is.
I feel like this. Since I became a single father, my kids don't be late to school. They get picked up on time. I sit down with them with their homework, all this extra stuff, and I don't ask their mama for nothing. But if it was she on the other hand, oh, my baby daddy ain't helping me do this and do that, do this, do that, do that, do that. And I tell anybody, hey, when you put in a situation that you're in, you got to bring the best way to get yourself out. It's not going to always be a team player there to help you get out.
It's not.
Everybody's not going to be a team player, because the thing is, I ask my baby mama for very minimal. When I say minimal, I don't ask for no money, no time or nothing. Just if I call you and I need something like the social security numbers and all this that I'm trying to get now myself, that's all I asked you for. I had her complain over that, because she felt like, you're going to go try to get my income taxes. And it's like, they're not yours. First of all, they live with me. The thing is, I haven't went about the way of going messing with the state about it, because I don't like to deal with them people.
Men usually don't. And
so I'm not. And so the thing is, when she had them, she'll write stuff on Facebook when I didn't help her out for what she needed, not for what they needed, for what she needed. Oh, my baby daddy, this, my baby daddy. So now if I want to act like a woman and jump on the internet, well, my baby mama don't call these kids but once every 2 months. She don't send them nothing. She lives her life and do what she want to do, and boom, boom, boom. And so I don't do that. And so the structure of it, when I explained to my kids yesterday about how it's structured up under my household, I say, listen, when my other kids come and they're in my household and I take phones, I take all y'all phones. I say, now when they go back with their mom and she decides to give them their phone, it's her household. I can't run her household. You feel me? But I can run mine. So y'all live in my household, y'all might have y'all phones going longer, because I feel like y'all ain't did what y'all supposed to did. I'm dead. If I tell you punished for a month, you're definitely punished for a month. It's not going to be out for 30 minutes. You're not going to be out the next day because I'm tired of you. No, you can't. Right. You can't do that. Last night I told her, if y'all don't get yourselves together in school, y'all have an hour to watch TV. And when that hour's over, I'm going to shut it off. You know what I'm saying? So y'all going to get here and do work. And then y'all going to do extra work. Because one thing I'm not going to do is let y'all fail and go where I went. I told the problem is, I was being honest with them. I said, the problem is your grandmother, she was a great mother. But some of the things that I would have seen and I would have got, it would have made me change. I would have been a different person. I would have to go through a lot of things. At 12, 13, once I got old enough to see what the world was like, I didn't really have a curfew. You feel me?
Right.
And so I got this stuff that I'm trying to let them know. I don't want y'all to go where I went. And I didn't really have a male figure. The male figure I had in my household was my great grandpa. He had another whole household. So I really learned off paying attention to what he did. When I paid attention, I'm like, man, this is what you're really supposed to do.
How old are the twins?
14.
Oh, and they're boys, girls?
A boy and a girl. So when you said about it's no situation, I treat them both the same. And it's no way I didn't, like, personally, when they talk about boyfriends and girlfriends, I don't want either one of y'all have boyfriend and girlfriend at this point. Get yourselves taught about the school and get this over with. When you turn 18, you can think about whatever you want to think about. And I told them that you can think about whatever you want to think about. I'm not going to be, hey, if you want to go to college, but if you ain't trying to start your own business, you're going to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And I told them at 17, you can go to jail. So if I'm trying to get y'all away from that right now, y'all got to understand that. This is how I talk to them. I say everything I do is a structure from what I didn't learn and what I'm trying to show you that would have got me a better place in life.
Right.
I would have got there early. If y'all get there early, y'all going to be set if y'all listen to me.
But I think that not the same. And generally speaking, of course, we're going to eat dinner the same. We're going to, you're going to have those same talks. But like I said, with men, and I've noticed, because there was a program that I was very supportive of, and it's still running. It's in Sacramento, and it's called IYT. And they get all these, a lot of boys of color. And if they say a curse word, or if, there's something, they have them do push-ups, they have them, and their success rate in that program is phenomenal. They do some amazing things with those young men, but they don't have it for the women. So I was inquiring about it because I wanted to be a part of it. So now, would I have a girl do push-ups? I don't know. But I might have her read some shit. I might have her write some shit. That's what I mean by having to raise the thing.
Though you gotta, like, the thing is, this is the problem with me, right? And like you say, the problem is we don't come together because the world really, to me, it's men versus women. You know what I'm saying? And women versus themselves sometimes. So the thing is, we don't never come together as one. We always try to separate it. Oh, we're gonna do women empowerment over here, and no males are invited. Oh, we're gonna do male things over here, and we all need to be in together to understand what the thing is going. Let's empower each other. You know what I mean? Like, even when you got the men trying to empower, shit, women need big brothers as well. Just the boy needs a big brother. You feel me? Shit, a boy needs a big sister just as well as the girl needs. We need all of that because that's how we learn each other.
That's how we learn.
Separated, all we learn is what we need to satisfy ourselves. And then when the other person comes in, it's a boom, 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 boom. You feel me? And instead of us entwining with each other, because like it's okay for women to go have an all girls weekend doing whatever the hell they do. You know what I'm saying? And then when the men come around, it's weird sometimes. You feel me? I just like to entwine with everything we do because this is based on the women and the men.
I'm all for the intertwining, but I feel like before that happens, and I like how you mentioned the inclusion and the different groups. I feel like there's stages to it. There's levels to it, because first you need to understand self, right? And then, okay, now you're going to put yourself into a group. Like, there's a girl group. Well, the more you participate in girl groups, the more you're going to start hating other women. I've never really seen those turn out well. I made a whole post about it. I was like, you guys are stupid to go on all girl trips. I get offended when I'm invited. Don't invite me to that shit, because I feel like you're inviting me to chaos. It ain't no, I mean, sorry, I can curse, right? There's no dicks. I don't want to be around other pussies. What the fuck I want to smell your pussy for? I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Give me your ticket. I want you to have your ticket. Can I have your ticket? You can have my ticket.
No, I don't want to smell no other ones. I'm good. I'm all right. You know, so I'm good with that. And I'm not trying to be mean about it. But the thing is like, the thing is with women, and a lot of people don't understand this. And this is why, going back to the intertwine, we're darker beings. We're darker. Feminine energy is very dark. A lot of men have a big misconception of what feminine energy is. They want it. See, the thing is the false perceptions of how the other gender is supposed to operate. And I think when we go in with those false perceptions and we get disappointed, is a very disgruntled experience. There is nothing soft. There is nothing nurturing about the raw nature of feminine energy. That shit is dangerous. You know, that shit is dangerous. Have you seen Moana? You see that big ass fire goddess? That shit was dangerous. Anywhere where there's a lot of abundance of feminine energy is very dangerous. But now, here is how we could get very nurturing. There's a duality to it. You see, that's the duality to it, is the nurturing, the loving, the sweet, tender part. Yes, that comes out. But there's another part to that. You mess with a mama's bear cub, she's going to fuck you up. But the masculine principle is the structure part. The feminine energy is very creative, is wild, is everywhere, but you have the masculine principle. When you put both those things together, you have a perfect union. But in order to put those things together, you have to understand yourself. You have to understand, I know my darkness. I know I can't be with a weaker type of man because I will fuck him up. I will enslave his ass. Mm-hmm. I have to be with a man that could put my feminine energy in that box.
Understandable.
Yeah. Like, everybody got to have some boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is like, a man without structure is untrustworthy. And
yep, because he'll fall for anything.
Yeah, man, look, easily deceived, you know, distracted, not unfocused at all times, nope. Unreliable, like all of the uns. Undisciplined. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, because like, you can make a mistake.
Yeah.
And whether you disciplined or undisciplined, but the way you recover from that mistake is based, you know what I'm saying? It changes based on the individual, you know? So if you're dealing with an undisciplined person that make the same mistake as a disciplined person, the road to recovery is going to be much different.
Yep. It is very different. It's extreme. I mean, I know, because I have to live this life. I lived it. I don't look like my experiences, but I've done a lot of stupid shit. I've done a lot of smart shit. And the only thing that I can say that has really saved me was having discipline. And the military saved my life. If it wasn't for that, I don't know where I would be. My father, the military, the leaders whom I met while I was in the military, and then other, just so forth, so forth. But I didn't join because of all the other reasons. When people would ask me, why did you join the military? I'll tell them I needed discipline. That's exactly what I said. And I was 20 years old saying this.
And very few people gonna tell you like they need discipline. I used to say like most people that join the military is like the second, it's like one of the last three options you got. Because we're not born into, like patriotism.
Nah, hell no. My family got money too. So it's not like I was homeless or nothing.
Yeah.
So I was all right. I was doing good. I was fine. But I was a teen mother, you know what I mean? And honestly, I love my son. He's a grown man now. But that's nothing coming from the kind of family I come from, that's an embarrassment.
Yeah, tell the truth.
It's an embarrassment. It represents failure on the part of your parents. And I can't blame my father for that because I wasn't with him at the time. I was with my mother. He rescued me. If it wasn't for him, you taking me in, once I was able to get away from my mother, I wouldn't have never even joined the military because I had to have somewhere to retreat. And I was still having to detox for a certain period of time before I could even get into the military. So I had to get under my father's covering, relearn his structure because my mom and him separated when I was 9 or 10. So I've been out surviving all this time. Me and him get reacquainted. Now I'm living in a really covered environment, but it was a detox for me. It was a difference. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for that. So
let me ask you a question, because you touching on what I need. Like I be asking for help because that's basically the same thing I'm going through right now, right? So my kids, my twins, they're learning my structure now, like being under my household 24 hours. They're like their mom. To be honest, she just didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad, because at the same time when I talk to them, I have to let them know. I told them, listen, I'm not mad at your mama. I'm disappointed. You feel me? I don't dislike your mother. I'm disappointed because all they really want to do is talk to her, make sure that they get love. You feel me? And they don't receive love on that end because it was like even say on Thanksgiving, I went and dropped them off at their granny house.
Yeah.
And the other brother was there, and say perhaps he went outside to meet his aunt to give her a hug.
Yeah.
He said, I don't do hugs. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? It was weird to me. I want to cuss her out myself. Like, bitch, you crazy? Like it was their older brother, but if it was my child, they should have did that. I cussed her out. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, because I'm like, that's bullshit. Y'all come to my house, everybody show y'all love. They want hugs. They want, hey, I love yous and all this. But a lot of people wasn't born with that.
I don't do that.
Huh?
I don't do it.
You don't?
No.
Why?
I can't tell you the last time I've done it. I don't tell anybody I love them. I don't hug them. It's a blockage for me. I'm working on it. But at the end of the day, I love you because I cook for you. I make sure you get to school on time. I make sure your clothes is clean. You need something, you whatever. But you want a hug, you better go hug that fucking tree.
I'm gonna give him a hug. Because shit,
I didn't get it from my mother like that.
Yeah.
This is why I'm telling you this. The reason why is they don't mean no harm, but I understand your perspective. I see both sides. You're raising your children with love, and you probably come from a background where you're okay with showing children love. You probably receive love from someone in your family. I can't tell you that I remember me and my mother still apologizes for it because she purposely raised me very rough. I come from a line of psychopaths. We don't have those kind of emotions. I still don't have it, but I know what I need to do. Let's just say that. But they're not going to get that. They're not going to get that from them because if it don't happen within the first year of life, if it don't happen while they're little, that doesn't develop later.
It doesn't develop.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part in your brain that's supposed to develop between the age of 0 to 12 months. And that closeness, it's helping that part of the brain develop. If the child don't get that, you possibly have a full-blown psychopath depending on the genetics. So mostly they're made. They're not born, they're made.
Yeah.
You see? And a lot of black people have it wrong with you don't spoil that baby. You can't fucking spoil a baby.
No,
I wasn't allowed to hold my child.
Mm.
My son, he's grown. I can see the results. And even my other sons that got love, they're like, Mom, what is wrong with you guys? You guys are, something's wrong with y'all. Y'all twisted. You're psychopathic. But I'm like, we can't fucking help it. You know what I mean? But I purposely married a man that gave hugs, gave love, because I lacked it. So it seems like that's what happened with you and the twins parent. You're doing the right thing. Protect them. Because like you said, but you don't take it, don't make it, it's not anything personal on the other end of the other people, but you do have to keep them, not so much away, but educate them on it.
I do. Like, I don't keep them away. I let them make their own decisions. And they get mad because, like, the grandma on them, like, if y'all taking my kids, y'all want my kids over there, most time y'all using them. That's how I feel. Y'all using the babysitter, y'all using them for this. Y'all ain't really showing them love. Like, even my other kids, I didn't make them babysit their little brothers and sisters, maybe once every blue moon, but they had a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all want some money? I need y'all to watch them real quick. Now, you know, my kids old enough to watch themselves, but it's just like, if they grandparents, they mama call them, like, I'll say like this, Thanksgiving. Mama wanted them to come over. They didn't want to stay. They told her, hey, we'll come, but we don't want to stay.
Wow.
You know, and she got mad. And what your daddy, I don't know what your daddy got going on. I was right there. I said, I ain't got nothing going on. They make choices. You feel me? And they made a choice that they told her, hey, we're not gonna come over there where you at. We're gonna go see Nana and we're gonna see our brother. And when I dropped them off, they called me within an hour. Hey, Dad, we're ready to go. When they picked them up, their mama never came. She wasn't over there by the time they left, and it wasn't nothing to talk about. You know, I
told her. She got other kids?
Huh?
She got other kids?
She don't got custody of none of her kids though. You know, her kids all live with their daddies. So she's just a free spirit right now. And she gets to do what she wants to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If it must be inspired.
Yeah.
You know what? Sheila's right. If it's not inbred, it must be inspired. You know what? Speaking of inspired, I was talking to a lady earlier, and she said she changed her whole life because she was inspired by her child, and I mean that could be an inspiration.
You know, I agree with that too, because in men, discipline has to be instilled, and in women, it has to be inspired. Because like there are words that trigger things differently for us, right? When we like earlier when we talked about having the wrong man around a bunch of other men, and like those men are self-correct, we'll get the one that's gonna spoil, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity out of there.
Right.
We usually call that dude a duck, you know what I'm saying? Like he a bird ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get him up out of there. So we're gonna mess it up for everybody.
Yep.
But
for everybody.
The inspiration part that a woman would probably have to gravitate towards she would have to be inspired by what she sees or experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the men don't have discipline instilled in them, then it's hard to encourage and inspire, you know what I'm saying, a woman to appreciate the discipline of a man.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she, you know what I'm saying, like what would she be encouraged by if the man doesn't have discipline? What does an undisciplined man inspire in women?
Probably their pussy.
That's really what it comes down to. Like,
yeah,
which is when it comes down to like the discipline part of it and trying to read, you know what I'm saying, like
they can fuck. I mean, honestly, that they can. Obviously, they can fuck because they still get pussy. But the thing is, they wouldn't be able to get a woman like me.
No, and that's the difference right there. There's a disciplined version of a woman out there, and there's an undisciplined version.
Yeah.
So like undisciplined women or women that don't like discipline can't attract and retain a man that's disciplined.
Because I think most women, I'd say like this, they want to control their provider. If it's the man, when I say that is, they want to be able to control the man and still want him to do what a man's supposed to do.
And realistically, that might be what they consciously want. That's not what they subconsciously want. Because if I'm able to control you and I'm able to derail you, that means I can derail you. That means that anybody else can do that too. So you're a liability at that point. You're a liability. So women, a lot of women will say they want that yes man, but in reality, hell no, because we don't respect them. See, we can love it. We can love you all day. It's easy for us to love. Women fall in love and fall out of love every fucking day. Yeah. We do that shit easy. But respect is different. That's how we love you. You love a dog, but you're gonna kick it when it pisses you off. I don't kick dogs, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Like,
I'm just saying, like I love tacos, but I might not want one today. I'm not saying, but if you respect,
tacos are weakness.
Hey, tacos break them down, man.
Tacos, tacos.
I love my cat, but shit, he gonna get kicked out the bed sometime. But respect, I'm not kicking my husband out the bed.
Yeah.
I can't.
No.
So now, the time that we live in, right? It's more hoes than women now. Back in the day, it used to be more women than hoes. Now it fluctuated different. It's a lot more hoes than women. You know what I'm saying?
There's always been hoes. They're just out with it now. We got social media.
What I'm saying is, though, I'm saying way back, because it's always been, but now they're more open with it.
They had more decorum back then.
Now they don't care. They just they're not even sneaky hoes no more.
The media is making it easy for people to have their 15 seconds of fame, and it's easy now, and they think that's what sells. A lot of women, and I'm one of them. I've always said, good girls finish last, but that's been my personal experience. I've always seen women who are opposite of me literally bite the dust, and I'm just like, damn, girl, like, how the fuck did that happen to you? You're faithful. You're the good girl. I'm opposite of that shit, and that ain't happened to me.
Because I believe that when you're open and vulnerable, and if you're leading with vanity, you're gonna attract more dangerous people.
Yep, and they'll be quick to call the man a narcissist, not realizing it takes one to attract one.
You led with vanity, so you narcissistic anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Led with the want of emotional gratification.
That too, yeah, and anything that you like anything that you function off emotions on, and you know what I'm saying, it's just feelings. You're not using logic as your primary thing. Like, you have to be undisciplined. You have to take your poker face down, and you know what I'm saying, in order to be able to function and get what you want out of that space. But like this with people, they don't do the same things. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, they just don't even put themselves in certain spaces. So like, that's why when you had this conversation about self-regulation, self-control, it's, starting with self without calling somebody selfish is way different. When you're talking about controlling your five senses and the things that you have to be responsible for answering questions to when it's your fault, you get down a bunch of different rabbit holes. You know what I'm saying? Like that A word is very dangerous. Mm-hmm. Like, I really want to have this conversation without the A word, because the minute you say the A word, they already turned off because it's too much.
It's a trigger word.
It's a trigger word. Like, for instance, everybody generally knows how to drive a car. What separates the field about who can drive a car if it's a manual or automatic transmission? Most people can't drive a manual because they didn't grow up driving a manual.
True. So
if everybody that can drive a car, that swear they can drive a car, you put it's only a manual, a bunch of people gonna say, I can't drive a manual. Yep.
I'm all right, I'll walk.
So to some people, you're gonna be seen as ineffective. If you can't help, then why you have an opinion? We don't care about your opinion of the car if you can't drive it. Why are we gonna listen to somebody that can't even take themselves where they need to go? You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
So when you start looking at like how men view self-discipline and stuff like that, and this whole package of who's trustworthy and who's not, if women can't trust each other, why should men trust women?
Well,
And which women should they trust?
right. See, when it comes to trust, I don't trust no motherfucker unless they trust themselves.
Hey, Chris got to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate him, you know what I'm saying, stopping by. You know what I'm saying?
Catch up with y'all. Thank you for the words and things, more insight, because like I tell, we had a podcast where I said I need help with these kids, teach me some things, show me some things that I might not know,
Oh yeah, there's so much that I would like to I would like to share, because that your situation, it was a situation similar to my father's, similar to, so yeah, and guess what? We all turned out just fine.
Amen. Man, I told them they're gonna turn out just fine. So I told them
they'll be just fine. Yes, you just keep doing what you're doing.
They ain't gonna have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Keep doing what you're doing. But another thing, and you probably already did it, just FYI before you go, make sure you have a loving woman somewhere. Not as it don't have to be no lover. It could be a grandmama. It could be an aunt.
I told them last night. Y'all know I tell y'all granny, your auntie, everything. Because these are my people that helps me. These are my assistants. So when I get something, I definitely, every weekend they go to my mama's house. That's my
okay. Good.
Every weekend they go over there, and I tell my mom and them what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mom, you gotta show them this, show them that. And I'm not afraid to tell my mom what she go wrong at sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Because the mama wound, I had one. I carried it for decades, and I'm gonna tell you, man, she's gonna have to apologize to those children.
Oh yeah, that's all they want. Because like I said, we talk about it, and I let them know.
It'll happen, but they have to. They're gonna go through those phases. But what I teach my children from my first marriage: forgive your father, forgive him, because if you don't, you run a chance of repeating his mistakes, his brother's mistakes, his father's mistakes. They all repeated the same shit, So yeah.
But thank y'all. I'm finna get up out of here. Got business to handle.
Yes, sir.
If you're free this evening, I'll be back over to talk to you this evening.
Understood. That'll work.
Back and tell my
shit. Those mama wounds cut so deep, man.
Shout out to
boys. This is something people don't talk about it enough, because no one wants to ruffle the feathers of mothers, because anytime that we talk about, mothers doing, well, where was the father? Well, she did the best she could, and I had no outlet. I had nobody to talk to about. People seen what I went through, and they just put their head down, or they turn their head. You think they helped me? No. CPS didn't even take me when I was begging. So the kids don't get protection when they're with a mother who is bitter or battling a mental illness or whatever the case. They don't have that protection, and a lot of people don't have fathers like the gentleman did there. They don't have it. So what do you do?
Yeah, and Brad is a unique, person too, because he's overcome a lot, like with being a foster, a product of the foster system, military, and you know what I'm saying, and like trying to find, what you're supposed to be in the world, and that's very different. That you get very different passes, or your limitations are different from a man to a woman when you in the world with no guidance and no structure, and left up to your own devices to make your decisions.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make a lot of decisions based off of distractions a lot of times.
Oh God, yeah. It will happen. And then the thing is, when you have things that are still that's painful. A lot of people use the word unhealed or healing. That's another word that is not a trigger word, but it's just overused. It's just
buzzword.
It's a buzzword.
Yeah.
Overused.
It's lost a lot of effectiveness. And if anything, when I hear a lot of people talking about it, I don't believe them automatically. You know what I'm saying? I wait for, whatever. I pay attention to the situation that people have to respond to before I accept every and anything that they say is absolute fact and face value,
Right.
So behavior really tell the story, you know what I'm saying? So
it really does.
And look, Unkle Junior coming through with the nuggets, you know what I'm saying? He don't care. Some of our mamas made babies because they lack sexual discipline. They were not perfect. Oh, absolutely. And it's a lot of people that believe that their mamas was perfect.
Not some. It's more than some.
Yeah, because there's more women than it is men, and it's more children born out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? It's women out here that got more babies than they've been on dates.
I actually know a few. I had connected someone on a date with one of my military buddies, and I wasn't aware she'd never been on a date, but she already had 3 children. And he, when we went back to the office the following day, he was just sitting there with his arms folded, looking at me, pissed. He said, "You never told me." He said, "She never been on a date, and she has 3 children." And I said, "She's never been on a date?" He said, "No." He said she didn't know how to. She never, and she ended up really hurting him. And because
he was raised differently than her.
He was a brother from the South, man. He was a brother from the South, very respectful. Oh my God. I remember this. I remember it. Other people around me remember it. And we were all just like mind blown. Like, what happened? But
I feel like we just try to rush into things. We make a lot of impulse buys. Yeah. And like you said on a car situation, I make an impulsive buy on a car that I can't even drive. I can pay for it, but I can't drive this damn stick. I was so happy to get this damn car. I done signed the paperwork. I done paid for it. And I get in and it's a stick. I got to call my damn daddy to come get this car. You know what I'm saying?
Come get it.
So somebody got to.
Take it home.
Yeah, just to, I got to practice or I got to get me a new car. And that's all it is. It's no difference between men and women. I hate when one can get pregnant and can have a fucking baby. That's it.
Yep.
But everything in this world, we got to go through this shit together.
Yep.
You get lied to, I get lied to. You get cheated on, I get cheated on. Only fucking thing that separates us, you can bring another life in this world. And a lot of women try to play victim to a situation that they already put together.
That was a volunteer.
Yeah, if you watch Animal Planet, if by the time you are 5 years old, maybe 6, I don't even give you 10. You know who is responsible when you carry a child.
You know
the moment. Listen, I'm married to a damn good man. But here's the thing. And anytime you get pregnant, you have to know in your fucking mind at any given moment, you could possibly be alone with the child because you got to carry it. He don't have to carry it.
Yep.
Nature showed you that.
Yep.
When you look when a cat get pregnant, dogs get pregnant, fucking lion, tigers, fucking bears. It's the female that is the nurturing, responsible party. Now, a lot of people probably listening and talk about, oh, no, it takes 2. Yes, it does. We know that. No shit, it takes 2. But one can walk.
Yeah.
One can walk away. I can't. It's in my belly. I can't walk away. And even if I don't want the baby, but when I see it, I'm gonna fall in love.
Yep, because you're the first relationship for that child.
But this is the problem. I don't care about that. Like I give people this thing called grace. I give women grace for, okay, you don't know about this situation that you got yourself into. Might be the first time you done had sex, you're experimenting. Don't nobody really show you how to. It's just one of those experiences you got to experience. Okay.
Okay.
But then, bam, you have one baby. But damn, you 30 years old, you got 4 babies, and you trying to look for a man, and you trying to say ain't no men out there, that ain't no good men. No, it's just the type of men that you looking for. And the right man ain't gonna go from no kids to 4 kids. Or I got 2 and you got 4. Yeah. We ain't playing spades, goddamn.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah, what the fuck we doing? I can't afford all this shit.
What I learned is this, and I've heard this from men because I've been single certain parts of my life. Okay, yeah, the grace that you give, that's a beautiful thing because that was my situation right there. Okay, first time, all right, I was young, But guess what? The moment I didn't even see my son's face yet. When he came out, I seen his foot, and I fell in love instantly. But I said the first thing I said to myself. I didn't say it to him. I said it to me. I said I ain't doing this shit again unless I'm married. And I kept that promise.
That's just common, like that's when it really becomes common sense. You know what I'm saying? I think you can only get common sense from experience.
Right.
Belief in it. Like you can observe it, and it can make sense. Like, yeah, you need to go do A, B, and C before you actually get to D, E, and F. You know what I'm saying? But
sometimes it just don't happen that way.
Sometimes you start off on B. Sometimes you start off in a place where like somebody else started off on D or E or F, and then you come in, and so your step A1 or whatever that is, it looks different because you don't know where you came into the world at.
And I give grace that's true. Everybody has different starting points because we'll measure ourselves pertaining to someone else's starting point, and that's not good. But I feel like this: the grace is great, but a lot of times men, and I noticed this, even if you had 4, 6, 2, 8, if you were married, they give you grace because then they're like, okay, at least one of the men that impregnated you made a commitment to you. But if you have a lot of children, different fathers, and you've never been married, it's going to be tough. That doesn't mean that life's over. That don't mean it's impossible. It's just that you're going to have a lot of self-development to go through because you have to really ask yourself, how the hell did I get to this point? And a lot of women know because I talk to women, I mentor women, and they tell me like, look, it took me a long time to love myself. And this is what's happened. It's a non-judgment zone when they come to me, and it's confidential.
It's a probability versus possibility thing too. Because if I've also told women, that's like, if you've already been married before, like your children came out of marriage, the rebound is different than a woman that's never been married with, like 4 open charges.
Hey, I just want to speak for the niggas in the back. I don't give a damn how many puppies that dog had. I just sometimes people don't care how much and how it just. If you got a special number, I don't want to deal with that because it's going to cost me too much.
Yeah.
He's thinking about the finances. I don't blame you. Hey,
I'm saying it's a lot of men that think like this. We have to take care of this combo deal. I might just want the burger. I can't afford the fries and the drink. God damn, now you got a toy in the bag too? Who put this motherfucking toy in this motherfucker? No, I can't do that. Then I order something and I get the order wrong. I done messed up. Somebody messed my order up. I'm going in for a double cheeseburger. They got bacon in it, jalapeno, and some more shit. Who put this lettuce in there?
Oh, God. Hey, I'm with you on that one, man. Because I honestly, if I was a man, I'm obviously I'm not, but I'm pretty objective. And if I was a man, I couldn't do it, man. I mean, maybe like 1 or 2 of them or so.
Women in general can't do it because that's why there's a bigger conversation about stepfathers and stepmothers.
Yeah, because you it's just like this. You
don't see no massive narrative of women volunteering to be stepmamas.
Right.
But they ask me where the stepdaddy's at.
Why? Where the stepdaddy? Can I
research? Hey, I didn't send you this link, Victor. I meant to send it to you because you know how there's that statistic and also experiences because we see it, and they say single mothers, they raise children who are more so they go to prison or they're more delinquent, 70% or 80% likely to be delinquent.
Yeah.
Okay. Another group that are just as high risk, probably equal or worse off than those particular children?
I do not.
The ones that are with fathers who remarry, because when the father remarries, statistically speaking, they literally just kind of forget about the previous children.
That's a very good observation too, because I have definitely seen where both parties that come in with try to do a blended family have blown off responsibilities or change responsibilities. Brian McKnight just went through this with his kids.
I'm gonna tell you why. He can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
For real. I'm for real. Look. I got a new wife, and I got 2 kids with her. Our family dynamic is different. She got different rules, principles. I gotta make her happy. I gotta be the right man. I gotta take care of it. But then these other kids over here about this other situation, they're gonna kind of get forgotten. I'm not saying that's right. I wouldn't do it. I got a whole. If my new wife can't understand that my baby mama or my ex-wife or the child of my mother, I got to take care of that whole thing, that whole situation, until she probably find another man. But then I give her child support. But until then, I feel like that's my responsibility because I know a lot of people.
It depends on the woman. It depends on the woman.
But I know this one. This one I'm just speaking on. Like I would take care of her and the child because that's the baby. That's my child's mother. She won't have to want nothing. Now if she get another man, then that's when he's supposed to come in and do what he's supposed to do, and so on and so forth. But a lot of men is just out here just fucking for real, and then they finally get it together. Then they got a situation, but they forgot about this other situation. But like you said earlier, at the end of the day, the mom and the dad that left these children behind, they got to pay for that. They got to answer to that.
They're going to
this very scenario happened to my children right now as we speak. But the thing is, it depends on the woman because I have a stepdaughter, but never have I ever even had that thinking process. I've done a lot of shit for her, and I love my husband, but the thing is, it's the women because my ex-husband, he's not allowed to. His ex-wife did everything so fucking. She literally starved my kids. She kicked them out. She forged paperwork to try to fuck up their education, all kinds of shit. And the thing is, like I said, it depends on the woman. So my kids actually fell into that statistic. Thank God I got my shit together. But if I didn't, they would be just like their cousins. They would be just like the other children that are probably in the system. But they're not. They're doing incredibly well.
Man, look, undisciplined children.
But then again, hold on. Why did this guy, your ex-husband, stay with this woman that causing all this conflict in his life? Because he got to find a better woman that would, you see what I'm saying? Like, why?
His self-esteem is what he's a beta. So, and she knows it because I ended the marriage because
you knew it. She know it because you knew it. Y'all can smell it. Like,
well, me and her have talked about it, and she didn't even want to be with him. She done cheated so many times, and he took her back. But the problem, and that made the boys look at him weird because they're like, "Dad, she cheated on you in your face. She had niggas coming to the house picking her up."
But I love her, and maybe you ain't never been in love the way I've been in love.
Hey, look, and this is
it was a good rebound, but the thing is,
I'm in love though.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I'm in love. Ain't nothing you can tell me. I'm in love.
Yeah.
I know.
You can laugh at what I got going on, but I'm in love. I got to deal with it.
Yeah.
And that's why, guess what? I supported him on it. I did. I supported him on it. I got my children. I even helped her in her process, not so much to destroy him, because I told her she wants that. And she wants to destroy his ass. I said, destroy him after my children are grown.
Yep.
Please, because he's not my responsibility. But I'm just like, look, let him raise. You got children with him too, bitch. So if you break his ass down before your children are grown, you think you're gonna find a replacement?
Yeah. Look.
But
and
what does she?
Her hygiene is horrible. Her hygiene horrible. She ain't gonna find a replacement.
But what does she? That sound like two undisciplined people dealing with each other.
And that's
it
exactly
smells
what
like it smells stink from her.
Look,
listen, but what I'm saying is, why? What does she benefit from breaking him down?
She's
like,
angry.
What is this thing?
She's angry with him because look, it's a very long story. But when I had fell off. I'm just gonna keep it real. Fell off. Lost my fucking mind when the military told me I wasn't welcome no more because I wouldn't fuck my superintendent. Lost my fucking mind. And I really felt like I didn't have anything to offer my family no more. I felt it was just a lot of shit. I went from having all my shit together, living in a car. And he's seen this. He was already with her, but he's seen me sleeping outside of his house at the park just so I could see my kids, because I lost everything. And I'm not going to have my kids suffer with me. So I was like, no, y'all going with your daddy. And I'm that woman. I'm not about to make my kids suffer with me. But now my perspectives are different, because if they were with me, then they wouldn't have got mistreated by who he chose. But here's the thing. He let me stay with him for a little while until I got my shit together. He didn't have to do that. But the reason why he did it was because when he fell off some years prior, I didn't leave him because of that. Everybody's like, oh, women leave when men fall financially. Fuck no. We were already about to break up. But when he got laid off, I said, no, we're not breaking up. We got to stay together. You could go see whoever you want to see, and I could see who I want to see, or whatever the case may be. But I'm not going to let you just have nothing. We're going to stay together until you get a job, go past the probationary period, have some money saved up, and then we'll split up. I'm not going to leave you like that, because I was in the military. I was still all right. Mm-hmm. So the favor I did for him is the same favor he did for me, but she is looking at it. She always was mad about it. She tells me, she's like, I'm so mad.
Okay, but look though, how is she still mad about something that she can't control when she cheated? Like you got your lick back. Now you still mad at some shit that he did in the past, and he didn't even. Y'all wasn't even fucking. We weren't. Needed a place to stay.
I did.
And I provided some housing.
He did for just a month and a half.
You mad, and so you go get your pussy in the back seat of a old limousine with 4 windows. But anyway, listen, the description don't matter. What I'm saying is, you cheated, so how you gonna be mad?
She's still mad. She was just on Facebook Live talking about it, saying she was jealous of me because of the whole situation. I'm like, bitch, this happened in 2010. You still mad? So, but think about it. If you looking at my kids, you're going to be mad because they look like me. So the point I'm making, not fuck them. The point I'm making is, with women, and you get that stepmama, however that bitch is how the kids are going to get treated. If she's not jealous of that other woman, she's going to do everything she can to help you with them children. If she sees them children and she see the mama in them children, and she got some kind of jealousy or bitterness, and I'm a pretty bitch. I'm a pretty motherfucker. So I understand how she feel in a way. I've never been ugly. So I don't know. I can't say how. I don't know exactly how.
But when two people have kids, they're going to look like the mom or the dad. So how will these men that we talking to, or maybe hearing this in the world out here, how will they know about this woman or baby mama that, or new girlfriend that's jealous of the ex, or so on and so forth? How would they indicate? Like what kind of signs are it?
If you
what are the red flags before we take this to the next?
Okay, here's the red flags. If you say, you know what, I'm about to go get, Junior some shoes right quick, and she well, didn't you just give his mama some money?
That's the red flag right there.
When she start doing that, like side eye and shit, when you mention what you want to do for your child, that has nothing to do with the baby mama. What if you just want to match shoes with your son, but now you got this bitter motherfucker over here telling you, because she's thinking about it coming out of her pocket.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had this conversation with my husband about his daughter, and she grown. Shit, we could be in her. We not too far from age type grown. But never would I ever monitor what he do for his child. Right. But when they start doing that,
when they start counting your pockets, anytime somebody,
major red flag.
like anytime when they start, like, you gotta understand, they don't really care about numbers like that. So when they start counting, they count for what's going out of their pocket.
First sign, second sign, because I have my sister-in-laws tell me some stuff. And some stepmoms, when it comes to food, men don't pay attention to little things about women. We pay attention. We watch each other's behavior. Y'all don't be, not all y'all, because Victor knows some shit. But I'm just saying, if she giving her the stepchild, your baby's a minimal amount of food, but then she giving the other ones more food when she making the plate.
Shit.
Yeah, or just little things, just little subtle things like that with exclusion. And that's because she don't see them children as yours. She see the other woman in them children.
Okay.
Because seriously, that's just the truth. And I'm a woman. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If I don't listen, Fuck, am I gonna say this? Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
it.
gonna say it.
You gonna say it.
Say it.
That's what
It is what it is. It is what it is. Look, I'm a woman. You piss me off, I'm gonna start seeing other shit in you. So the woman, if you piss her off, she might see you and the children. The minute that one of them kids piss her the fuck off, she don't see you no more. She see the mama.
Okay. Hey, and then I got something to say. Well, for the men, I'm gonna speak for some men. We don't want to get into a relationship with women with other kids with multiple kids. It's only because, or it's one of the reasons. One of the major reasons are how you raise your kids.
Yeah.
That's a real big turnoff.
The way you treat your kids.
Yeah, the way you can't be your kid's best friend when you're supposed to be teaching them and they supposed to be learning from you.
And look,
you know what I'm saying? You can't be they buddy. You can't be is the baby the man of the house, or you looking for a man?
Look at T.I. with his son King.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that's what you get when you got women coddling boys.
Yeah, you can't coddle them. Like I said, like I know some women and they didn't have no choice but to raise their boys on their own because the husband, whatever the case may be. But they didn't coddle them. And I can tell the difference of how they turn out. But I admit, I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to, because there's people that know me that's going to watch this. And I know they talking like, damn, Starr, no, bitch, you spoil your kids. I do. That's why you will never catch me out here being a single mother, because I don't think I would do great at it.
Hold on. What is the definition of spoil? Because the spoil might look different. So let's talk about that. What is
what's
spoiling
your definition?
Your kid?
What by your definition? What like? Here's the thing. I'm glad you said this because I think spoil is a buzzword. I think a lot of people are handicapping their children.
Okay, well, I've done that.
Your job as a parent, I don't have any kids, but I've raised some kids. So
yeah,
as a parent, you're supposed to get them ready for the world, not ready for how you
think they should
interact. Yeah. So you got to get them to fly on their own. You got to get them prepared. Like
sometimes we don't know until they get too big, and then you realize the mistakes you made. Because I have 3 sets of children, three age groups of children. So now I see the mistakes I've made because I had 3 sons at first, right? Now one is married, the other one's grown, and then now I think about it. I told all of them, I said, look, I don't believe in a man going in the kitchen washing dishes. I don't like the sight of it. It irks me. I don't like men doing laundry. I feel like this. If I don't go in the garage and fuck with your power tools, don't go in the kitchen and fuck with my dishes. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. But that's why I never raised my sons to do domestic shit, because I was like, that's why you go get a wife and you should be out working and she's going to be home doing that. Now we're in a different age. So I thought too traditionally, and I wanted my boys to, understand yard work and all that. So now I'm in this damn near 3,000 square foot home, and guess who does all the cleaning? Yeah. So I know I did what I did. And especially when you have a daughter-in-law and they be like, I mean,
and I raised the same way. And that's
but then again, that's your definition of tradition. My definition of tradition is back in the day, they had kids so the kids can help around the house and outside in the yard. Now all of a sudden the kids don't do shit. Like you got to tell your son or your daughter to fold these clothes, and they instead of sitting on top of them, like, come on, that's crazy.
I folded clothes. I went to sleep last night.
Work all hard
and I gotta convince you.
Yeah, ain't no fucking food cooked and these damn dishes. Like, that's too much. No, that's why y'all so stressed out, because y'all don't have any help. Y'all gotta do everything.
Well, actually, here's the thing with me now. This is my second chance at having a family, because I blew the first marriage, and now, I'm on my second marriage.
It just went right through. But you gotta have a short memory.
Yeah, I fucked it up. So now, when I see the dishes in the sink, when I hear the kids laughing, when I see one doing a Spider-Man jump off this couch over here, or when they fuck up the loft, I smile about it. You know why? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm retired. I don't have to go out there and work for nobody. This is my job. And I feel like one of those happy white women. I be in here singing and shit with my wine, washing these dishes. I'm happy about it. I'm a happy mom because I know what it feels like to not be with my children. I lived in a fucking car when I lost my mind, and then I have to look at silhouettes of my children in the windows. And then the stepmama, which I trusted her, mistreated them. So now I have these other three because I had three. Look, I had 3 boys when I met my husband.
Now you got 3 girls.
Nope. I got 2 girls with him and a little boy. So I have 6 total. So I have 3 older, 3 little. So now I know what to do now, but back then,
survival.
Fuck. And I was married. I was married. It's still, I remember just crying because I had 2 of my sons back to back. I have a 17 and 18-year-old, and I think the other one's 23. So, I had 3 boys, and I was only in my early 20s. I had a military career. I didn't have my mama. It was just me and my husband, and it was shit. It was hard. I ain't gonna lie. I complained all the fucking time. You know what I mean? But I took care of them. Now I don't complain at all because shit, man.
Yeah, you already know. You already had some.
You got
experience.
both sides.
Yeah, it's both sides.
Because I get irritated when I see women complaining about I'm always home with my kids. Okay, so guess what? So what if you experience not having them? Have you ever been in the military before, bitch? Have you ever just been in the training for months or a deployment and you just crying, but you got to hide your fucking tears in the bathroom because you know you miss your kids? Come on, man. So I think about all those times I had where so I cherish all of this shit.
It's a big.
Damn, I like you, man. You cool with me.
Oh, I thank you. I scrub my baseboards. I be talking to these motherfuckers. I be like, "Hi, baseboard. How you doing, baby?"
No, it ain't because you crazy. It's because
you already done the hard stuff. This ain't hard no more.
It's like you got both sides. You see both sides, and you got a better understanding of what your world should look like.
Oh God, yes. My husband come home, the food, it smell good in here. Shit, I got the Andre 3000 album, the flute playing and shit.
Hey, you got the whole ambiance experience going on. Like this is what which brings me to one of the talking points we had yesterday before. Is women do not understand what a man is supposed to be for them until they experience some level of abstinence.
Mm-hmm.
Because you come into the world and everybody, praises you, coddles you, when you're a woman, from a little girl all the way up. The only thing you're responsible for is your womb. That's it. You ain't nobody asking you for no leadership, no consult, no guidance.
Right.
This situation won't be a success without you involved. Nobody's ever come to you like, hey, let's ask Starr before we make this final decision on something. You know what I'm saying? And then when you are removed from your primary agency, which is your kids, which you already experienced not having them, and then when you come back to it, you pick and choose your struggles differently. You know what I'm saying? So the things that you hear other women complain about, like you just use an example of, you look at them like you don't even know. You don't even know how easy this really is compared to whatever else you could be doing.
Now, a lot of people are not grateful. It's like I pray to God I need a job. I'm out of work.
Mm-hmm.
I pray I get a job. Bam. Maybe it take me 2-3 months. I've been messed up on my ass. I get me a job. The moment the boss asked me to stay late, man, I hate this fucking job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So now you
in the middle of what you prayed for.
Yeah, you got everything what the hell you need. Why are you complaining now?
That's why complaints don't help, because most people are complaining about something that they asked for. You know what I'm saying? And now they want to get off the ride. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. Which is why I say, if and abstinence isn't just limited to sex. Okay, I want to say that. Abstinence just means you just all the way disconnected and you to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And until you experience that that level of solitude, like you don't discover how sovereign that you are.
I like that, like how you put it.
It's not supposed to be lonely. It's supposed to fortify your sovereignty if you believe in self.
I just get irritated people announcing it.
Oh, you talk like when I say, when you say announcing it, you about to say something else. Like sovereignty, that's different from being single. A lot of people hear single and they're thinking it's just a lonely journey, and it's like a lonely, like, no, you single because
there's nothing lonely about single.
Like you're single until it makes sense to choose what you want to choose.
Yeah, you gotta be single and you gotta be lonely, so you gotta figure out yourself.
But being sovereign is about self-mastery, like what we were talking about before. Like you're your own nation. Mm-hmm. You like nobody can come over in the SLP land and talk to you about SLP.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Can't nobody come over here in the Accountable Masculinity platform and tell me what I'm, you know what I'm saying, what I should and shouldn't be doing. I wouldn't disrespect your workspace in your platform by saying what you should be doing. We should be filling in each other's gaps. That's the duality part of it. Because I know something that you don't know. I know something that you don't know. And I treat everybody the same way. Right. And so the best way to observe is at least bring 3 people. And then, like, if you got your thoughts, keep your thoughts to yourself and see how the conversation plays out with other like-minded people. And then see if you're closer than or further. Like, you got to figure out how big the gap is between your understanding to the next person. Because when you go in the world, you got to work with people. People come from us. They come from our families and stuff. Yep. So we're already seeing the same behavior underneath our own roof that's actually in the world.
Displayed in the world. You remind me of my cousin, or my uncle,
exactly,
or my ex.
And that could be a good or a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what? It's all, to me, I mean, I don't try to get too metaphysical all the time, but it's all energies to me. That's why I don't take anything personally. Like, you know, I ain't saying no names. I don't even know the lady's name, honestly. But you know, people that come at me and they try to, you know, whatever. I just see it as energies. That's it. Because you're going to run across different ones. Like I got people around that remind me of auntie, like he's mentioned, like, oh, that's like auntie. That's it. But I feel like if you master self, none of those personality traits, you'll appreciate them for what they are.
You'll definitely appreciate them for what they are. Yeah. So I want to talk about, you know, some literature, you know what I'm saying, that you got that people need to know that's watching, you know, right now. Where they can get a dose of your insight and you know what I'm saying, and opinions, you know, where can we locate you in the social media space? You know what I'm saying? What are you working on right now?
Well, I have written 2 books. One, they're both are very different. It could be found on Facebook under my name, Starr Parham Sobers. I don't really have all these other different platforms. I don't know how to use no Tic Tac, Snapbooks, and all that stuff. I'm really kind of a old soul when it comes to that. But I've written 2 books. The first one is about pure enlightenment, using alchemical methods to literally just kind of jumpstart whatever it is that you need to do on your self-mastery journey. So that was a very intense book. Whew, shit. The second book is called The Art of Submission. I have a lot of experience in BDSM lifestyle. I've have experience from childhood up into adulthood. I was taught. I was, you know, by my mother. You know, I have a lot of experience in it. So I observe personalities, I observe humans, and I wrote about power dynamics. And it also touches on self-mastery, because even in BDSM, you know, you have the master, and then a lot of people talk about submission. See, the thing is with me, and a lot of especially African-American people or Black people in general, they don't understand fetish lifestyle. See, sex for me is more mental than physical, you know. So I'm more into the mental aspects of sex, and maybe the darker aspects of it more so than just boom, 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 hit it from the back and whatever the fuck, I don't know. So it's nothing like that in that book, but I do give an example of of how some men do need to be placed under certain submissions in order for them to excel in their endeavors.
Yeah, understood. Got you. Like you, so remember I told you you should check out that show Billions. See exactly, you know what I'm saying, exactly the direction it was going, you know.
Yep.
And hey, look, and there's a lot of power dynamics in that, you know, because the commonality in our culture and the ability to connect and part of the reason why men and women are always beefing with each other is, you know what I'm saying, truly it's just untamed sexual energy when it comes down to it. It's just a raw, it's just a raw, unaddressed, and people turn it into competition for no reason because somebody complaining because they can't get what they want, and somebody complaining because they chose the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's when you break that down, and if you take the people that's complaining out and just observe who's complaining, and then they all look the same. You know
so
what I'm
you saying you wanted a foot long, and I just had some shrimp. That's what she needs.
Shrimp fried rice.
Yeah, that's what she was wanting. Yeah. But she already knew that I had the shrimp going on.
She tried to get chicken.
She tried the shrimp and tried to taste. The shrimp gonna taste like shrimp. Yeah. It's gonna look like a shrimp. It's gonna do all shrimp.
But
shit.
She wanted to taste like bacon.
She wanted to taste like bacon.
Bacon flavored shrimp.
Yeah. Natural.
On the foot
all line. Natural. So
what?
Yeah. And the person that's making all these requests got a BBL and push pallet jacks. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and truck driver.
Like you know what I'm saying?
She a dispatch.
And she wear Dickies.
Yeah,
like
a whole suit.
What people have to understand, you ain't gonna get, universe ain't gonna give you what you want. It gives you what you are.
You know what about this? What, like I've said this before, universe give you everything you ask for. Most things that you can ask for is something that's already out there. You're not asking for something that hasn't been produced.
Yeah.
So can you explain the BDSM? What does that mean? I mean, like the B, the D, the S, and the M. Go ahead, because I see you light up, and I don't have no clue what you was talking about.
Let me pull up my book. Okay. BDSM.
BDSM, that means it's mental?
I'll pull it up on the screen.
So I see what you're doing. The BDSM is the what's that movie? The Red Room.
What was that?
Bondage, discipline, or domination, sadism, or machismo. So I have experience with all of those.
Yeah, like it's I know what you're talking about. 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. That's what you like? That's what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, short answer. Yes.
I don't think I need to put these damn jumping cables on them nipples, but if you want me to, I think I can electrocute your ass in from the back one time. I think I got you. If that's what is going down, you want me to throw some water on you?
Jumping cables. Listen. Okay, I'll give you a good example.
Some of these women got the dildo attached to the motherfucking lawnmower.
I'll give you an example. So here's the thing. I'll give you a scenario. All right. Let's say this. Let's say a person, because it's a mutual thing. It's a mutual agreement. I can honestly sit here and tell you, I've never been in a submissive situation.
I think that's what you need to explore next.
It's people who need to balance their egos, and it actually helps them. I had a great friend of mine. I wrote about him in the book, and he was the chief anesthesiologist of his department. But when we had met, he wasn't the chief anesthesiologist yet. Mm-hmm. So we were friends for many years, and there was never we weren't intimate or nothing. We were friends, but he needed some help. And we helped each other. Here's the thing. He needed to be tortured sometime in order to make sure that he was doing epidurals properly. You know what I mean? So a lot of times when he was giving those epidurals to women, he had constraints on. Yeah. Torture helped him. And like I said, it was an agreed upon thing. So sometimes I'll go to the hospital and I would make him crawl out, sometimes I would put my foot on his head.
Do you have heels on?
Yes.
Okay.
Black boots.
I got my popcorn.
No, I had a costume specifically.
Right. Catwoman, I was supposed.
Yeah, but it was random. It could be like in the middle of the day, and I'm just like, hell, I need like a quick $1,000 right quick. I want to go to lunch or something, or I want to go hang out. But he got the heel in his head before I made him get on the ground. I put my heel in his head because he told me that the ATM machine couldn't give him 1,000. So I didn't give a fuck how many epidurals he had. I didn't give a fuck who was in labor. You're getting in this car, and we're gonna drive to each ATM machine until you give me what I want.
1,000, 200.
Right,
okay.
Right. Yeah, and it wasn't even that I really everybody wants money, but it's not so much I just needed it. I wanted to show, and I had other young women I would coach. So sometimes if I have a cousin with me or a friend, I'll have them with me to show them how it's done. So, yeah. And it was a 6-7 year long ordeal. And then you got to remember, you got doctors, lawyers, high powered businessmen. This is what a lot of them do. This is how they stay in those powerful positions. That asshole at work, the man who's running that whole company and everybody's scared of him, he got some woman on speed dial. Not necessarily his wife, because his wife, she got her role. She raising them kids. He's not going to.
She's not going to understand that type of that need, because she looks at him at maybe as a hierarchy, and then he got to be weak, and she like, I didn't marry this nigga. Like, I didn't. That's not who I. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so damn, and you got, where these girls? I mean, where these women at now? You still got do they have a business card? Is what I'm asking. Is the business shut down, or can you pick back up? Do y'all get flued out? How much is the rate for first class?
It was just me, but I mean, because it wasn't necessarily a business. It was just, I would, like, when I would go somewhere, you know how men will approach you, like, hey girl, how you doing? Well, it was these kind of men that approach me. You know what I mean? Like if I'm at the ER or I'm at the doctor's office, it's the doctor that's trying to talk to me. It's not the guy in the lobby. So when I'm getting to know the person and we're talking and you're telling me what you like, I'm telling you what I like, and then I find out that you want to be tortured. Okay, I know now that we can't exactly be a couple because I don't want a husband I can torture. But
quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I do like my bills paid in full, and I do like to be, I feel like if I'm going to do this with you, there's an equal thing. So yes, I had very interesting friendships, and you could still be on your celibacy journey because that's not what you're.
Yeah, you're not doing that. You're providing a different type of service.
Yeah.
I'm too conceited for that. But the thing is,
this is counseling.
Yeah,
it's
more like
it's
therapy.
Yeah,
yes, because he got that position after he thanked me for that shit because he wasn't relatable to his coworkers at all. He wasn't. He was an asshole. But you got to remember, his whole family are doctors. I believe he was from Korea.
So
he just had.
There was a lot of pressure.
Yes, anesthesiologist. Oh my God.
Yeah,
it's a lot of pressure, and he worked in the maternity ward. So what happened was, I would go there to the hospital, and doctors have their own area in the hospital. They have like their own little like not apartment.
Yeah,
they got their own lounge.
Yeah. So I would be in the lounge. Yeah, I've dated plenty of doctors, and I mean that was that. But it's a thing where it's an equal exchange. Example, like I said, he couldn't relate to his family or nobody else. After getting tortured a few times, and I caught him a couple of bitches, and after, stepping on his head and more torture techniques, and he taught me the nervous system a lot. It's beneficial to be friends with people like that because
you train work.
It sounds like a CIA op.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you're torturing a man, you have to understand. If you're torturing somebody, you got to understand what you can't do and what you can do, because it's very delicate nerves. And yeah. So he would teach me. He had a lot of books in there, but the thing is, he would have never got that position if I didn't do that to him.
So okay, and you spanked them too, I suppose.
Not exactly. I don't think so. Did I? No, I wouldn't say I spanked them. It was more humiliation.
Oh,
he wanted to get the humiliate, the fear failure out of his system.
Yeah, failure.
Yeah, that's why when all these people, and I know I'm about to divert, I'm not trying to change the topic, but that's why when a lot of people talk about Jada and Will, I'm like, I can see through certain situations because I'm experienced in life. I can see through, I don't even get into celebrity business, but when I see people talk about it, I just chuckle because I'm like, oh, they don't even know what the fuck's going on. Some men need to be humiliated because they it's not so much that the woman is just a monster. He told his wife, that's what the fuck you need to do.
Yeah.
So
you want this money?
Write this book and you go out there and slander my name.
Exactly. He's not
all over
like everybody think. Just because he's a cornball, that don't mean he's a beta.
Yeah.
He's a corny, but he's not a beta. And just like
what got a humiliation king? You think that's what it is?
Oh fuck. I've met so many men with that kink to where but they're not going to express that to.
Of course not. Yeah.
Right. You gotta have a.
But like,
you gotta have a certain wife for that. And if you married a good girl, you're going to scare the fuck out of her. She's not going to understand that shit. That's why.
Why marry her then?
Because she's a good girl. That's the one you marry. You listen. I know I'm gonna get dinged for this. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Sometimes you're not going to get everything from that one person. If a man is smart and he does want children, you're going to marry the woman who's going to be a good mother who can actually. Mother, right. Now, it's not necessarily going to be the woman that can put the best constraint on your balls. It's probably not. That's not going to be the woman. Right. And it probably can't be, because a man is not going to look at his wife for that. He's going to fuck a different woman a certain way and not fuck his wife the way he just fucked the other woman.
Right.
But women don't understand this. They always think it's always about them. Like, there's something wrong with me. No, you're perfect. It's just that he has a sexual deviance that he needs to get out. He might get that out once he's 45. We don't know. But I don't expect a man to get all that shit out of his system until he's at least 40 years old. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Let me ask this last thing. All right. So I was looking at this video, and it's along the lines of what you're talking about. It was this guy, he recorded his wife, and they had got into a situation. It was he had been working late, and she was upset at him, and she said, you need to come home, this, that, and the third. So he didn't come home. He comes home a little later because he's working, and then like the next week or whatever, he finds out that she cheated on him. And he was like, well, so you mean to tell me I'm working late, and I told you I had to work late, and you went out there and you just sucked some random guy's dick for nothing?
Oh God.
Like, well, she said, I felt like a bitch towards you. So after the call, I felt bad, and I need self destruction or
I get it.
Humiliation. And she went and found some random guy and did it. And that was her answer. But I couldn't at the time, but it makes sense now that you're saying this stuff. She's more into BDSM type of situation, because she was like, I felt like a horse. I needed to be treated as such.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, what sense does this make? You want me home, and I wasn't home, so you go fuck this random dude. You just suck his dick at the bar or whatever the case in the parking lot and do some other crazy stuff. But I'm like, damn, that's kind of wild. I didn't really understand it, but now I understand it.
It's a sexual, it's a fetish and a sexual deviance inside of certain people. And it, believe me, it's gonna come out. So you know what I do? I mean, obviously, I don't practice these things in my marriage. I'm pretty. I function pretty normally, but I write about these things. So writing about it is still an outlet. It's not me doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I write about it because it gives me that. But think about it. What if you're not a writer? What if you're not an artist?
And how could you release these these?
How can you release it? And you married to a woman that go to church all the damn time and she barely do missionary. Shit, she don't even put her leg up. So what the fuck
you can't let her leg up too because of sciatica nerve. Yeah.
I can't do this shit.
Hey, we're going into the wrap up the show portion. You know what I'm saying? Of the
Stop telling my business.
She don't like sweating. She only like having sex at 68 degrees. She don't have all the fans on.
Hey.
Oh, he said that sciatica nerve done got her.
Look, y'all have been completely entertaining. You know what I'm saying? To have the same conversation and thought, because like this is what people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think people understand each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people think that we champion this individual identity so much that we get offended that the way that we think doesn't partner with somebody else, instead of saying, but we spend more time saying you're wrong for how you think instead of just saying I can't relate.
I just found the wrong person.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a disciplined version of everything that's out there. That's what I want this to be. Like, everybody that comes to this platform has been on both sides of everything they discuss. So we can have a neutral discussion about why. Nobody wants to talk about the why, and just like what we discussed yesterday, when you're in competition, you don't care about the why. Mm-mm. But when you're focused on completion, you got to know why you're completing something or why you're doing it. And I think as we approach, like the big ages of our lives, like he's not even 40 yet. And you know what I'm saying? You're 40. And
wait, 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh, 40 in 2 weeks. Okay, so you're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? With that understanding. That's a good thing, So I think it's good to have a healthy exchange on a lot of this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all dynamic people. We're not limited to just this. And I think our current situation, people only put one part of the dynamic out there. You know what I'm saying? So hold up. We got a question from Uncle Junior,
You
question of the day. You have to get rid of 2 for the rest of your life. 2 what? What you got, Uncle Junior? Alcohol, money, food, friends, and sex.
I would get rid of alcohol. That's too easy. And I get rid of friends.
Yeah, that's easy. Alcohol and friends.
Money, food, and sex.
Yeah. Alcohol.
I'm money, food, and sex for me.
Yeah. Alcohol.
Sign me up.
Yeah, alcohol and food. I mean, alcohol and friends can definitely get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if you that close, if someone's really close to me, that means they're able to reach me. If you able to reach me, especially daily, that makes you family. So,
but at the same time, what you saying, you about to be 40 in a couple of weeks, you have a whole lot of experience.
Yeah,
I have a whole lot of experience, and we probably don't act our age or whatever the case may be. We damn sure don't look our age. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, we just trying to share this shit with other people so they can get it together. Because love is the number one key. Like, we got to love one another. That's it. You find somebody that love you and you can love them unconditionally. No matter whatever flaws they got, whatever shit they got to work out, just love them, try to understand it, and then we can be stronger. We can be better.
Sheila said get rid of alcohol, food.
You got to eat. You got to eat.
You got to eat, though.
Yeah, you gotta eat. What you spending your money on?
Like when I see that, like when some people can say get rid of friends, you know what I'm saying, and some people gonna choose friends. I think that if you sovereign, you know how to be by yourself. So friends is always on the chopping block.
Well, that's why I added with friends. If the certain friends, I don't even look at them as friends. They're family. Like her,
you in the tribe.
Yeah.
She my tribe. She my friend.
I don't need some.
Yeah, I got tribe members. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I look at things. It's like it's some people they automatic. They don't even got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on my way. I'm about to pull up. I got you, and those people right there. I don't have to sit back and figure out who pours into my cup and who doesn't. You know what I'm saying? They take the guesswork out of that. So the people that, you know what I'm saying, like I don't view for everybody don't view friends the same way. Because all friends can't help you.
It's not easy to I feel like
really ain't your friend.
They really if they can't help you, are they your friends?
Yeah, friendship is intimate to me.
Yeah, it really is. Because you're supposed to have information that you've exchanged with each other that nobody else knows.
And you can have sex with your friend. But I'm saying because it said money, food, sex, friends. That's what I'm saying.
Like that's all in the mix right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
shit, Sheila, what you do? What you doing?
You can swap the food out with the friends. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, everybody has a different connection, and that's just the point. And it's not right or wrong. It's,
right.
But
I understand. I'm on a fast right now, and honestly, it's inspired by her because she's been on this. She's been on a very
look. She said food and eating are two different dynamics for her. Just like friends and tribe is two different dynamics for other people. You see what I'm saying?
But you gotta eat food. What else you eating?
Hey, look, I don't know. She may not call it food. She may call it nourishment.
See now, people just going with buzzwords.
You see,
that's what we talk about now.
Yeah.
Food is food. You have to eat something. That's going to be food, no matter what you want to dress it up and say. Whatever it is, that's food.
Man, look, the fact that we can have a discussion
about food,
you see what I'm saying? Like,
this shit can keep going.
Yeah.
Hey, but what about prana? You could live off prana.
What's that?
Enlighten me.
That's food.
Well, yeah, but it's from the sun, but you could live off of it, they say. You just can't go without water.
You gotta be watered. You know what? On that note, I'm gonna share the screen over here. We're gonna look at, you know what I'm saying, some of the work that my man does right here with the community. And I see you posted this about 18 hours ago, man. What was going on here?
Wow.
Oh man, just
woke up in the morning, pushed down me a brick. Gave Metro
made a clip, put it together.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to inspire people to, just look out after one another. And they don't take a lot. Just take whatever you got. See, a lot of people get a pay raise and they go get a new house that no one want to stay in, or they self-centered, so they don't even allow people over to come stay the night at their new house. Don't even nobody know where you live. But instead, you're just supposed to really get that extra money and try to look out for some people. That's what you're supposed to do with that extra blessing that God give you.
Yeah.
You know what? It's interesting you just said that because I was really about to be a whole Karen because we just bought this house and I found out that someone bought another house like nearby, but they made it a group home and it's not sitting right with me. So I was gonna call city council and I was gonna call my HOA and raise hell. But I still am, but you know,
it's gonna be a different approach to it.
Yeah, because I done researched I already found a violation. So I was out, because my thing is you can't have so many within 1,320 feet. So I'm going to go out there with my measurements and make sure that shit.
It's a quarter mile.
Right. If it's an inch off, motherfucker, city council, man, listen.
But the whole image of what men are, men have to be of service in order to be useful. And you don't really see yourself until you got to help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And because everybody needed you needed another version of you to help you along.
Yep.
Just a better version.
Just a better version.
And then that's who you try to inspire to be every day. Each and every day you trying to be the best mom ever because you already know the other side of that. So I was homeless. So I try to feed as more people, more homeless people than I can even imagine. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but
yeah,
I love that.
It's gonna go as far as you wanted to go, because you already said you wanted to feed 1 million people in Texas.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, and you've been doing that. So
wow, that is inspiring, man. Look, I mean, I keep monies in my wallet, so anytime I see somebody like $5, I make sure I have something, But what you're doing, more of us need to do that.
Yeah, that's what I try to inspire to do. Like, I just added you as a friend on Facebook, so you can check it out. But for the most part, it's the money. The money is cool, but if I got a drug problem, I'm just gonna use this money to go get some more drugs. If I got a sex problem, I'm gonna buy some more sex. But I'm not gonna worry about this food. Food's gonna be the last thing on my mind if I got a mental illness. You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's why I'm in the situation in the first place. So I'd rather, hey bro, I can't get you drunk or nothing like that, but I can put something on your stomach. I can give you a glass of water, so when you do come down from that high or whatever, because I ain't judging. What I will do is, hey, this gonna feel good after you do whatever you got to do. But now I can just, just give you some food and some clothes and some shoes or whatever I got.
Wow, that's beautiful. My husband and I, we do our best to, like, I was in the grocery store, this lady approached us and she asked me to buy her some groceries. So I didn't mind, but she asked me to give her a limit. And I was like, well, just get what you need, lady. She said, no, I need to know. And I just said $100. Man, this woman went and got $200 worth of groceries. She got the best shit. I was like, damn, okay. Because I'm not, this is because you asked me for something. I'm not gonna take your dignity. I said, go ahead and, but man, she made sure she got the best of ever she can get. And you know what? When I told people about it, people was like, oh, you so stupid. Why would you do that? And I was like,
yeah, you see the reaction?
It's food.
Yes.
It's food. And you know what? That's a blessing. I'm not looking at, they were like, she got over. Okay. I mean, that's a perception. Yeah. But I told her, grab what you need. Okay. Well, what she needed exceeded the limit, but I had it.
Right.
That's the thing. And guess what? I stay blessed because of those things. I don't. If you need it, I got it. And that's
you definitely got to pay it forward. Like you might run into a situation, you left your purse at home, but you got to get some gas. And then, damn, I left my wallet. Then somebody, hey, don't worry about it. I got it. You see what I'm saying? You
just never know.
You just never know.
That's how those situations happen because people, a lot of woke people, conscious, whatever.
Buzzword.
A lot of people don't like Christians or a church or whatever. And then they got their reasons. I'm not sitting here saying because I talk shit too. But the thing is, I donate to the church too. And a lot of people look at me like, Starr, why would you? Well, first of all, if it wasn't for the pastor of that church, I wouldn't have got my VA benefits. He's the one that got up early in the morning and met me and my husband at the VA office because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know who to talk to. And if it wasn't for that man. So yes, every time I think about it, I donate to the church, throw them whatever it is that I know that I feel like they would need. And then my goal is to actually pay off their whole loan. So yeah,
you make that a conscious effort.
Sure.
Because people can be more effective when they untied, and you can't complain about them and say they need to do more when you're not.
You ain't even doing nothing.
You ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So like you got to start living this stuff out loud. That's the art of. It's not even art. The act of just practicing what you preach. You
got to practice what you preach. That's it. Because if you don't, then you're gonna fuck around and find out.
You can't do that from a survival position because everything you're gonna say is gonna be based on scarcity. Scarcity and survival. You know what I'm saying? So you can, when you listen to people's responses, it'll tell you where they at. And then that'll let you forgive them.
I stopped messing with a lot of people like that. I don't even like that mindset. Until you get your mindset right,
you can't hear me.
I can't.
You can't hear me
because I'm gonna need you in a different space and your frequency off.
That shit might be
nothing
contagious.
against you, but your frequency off. I can't deal with that. I'm on a higher, different thing.
Yep.
Well, there's science to prove that even when you have a conversation with somebody, you're in an exchange. So the thing is, like you said, the frequency off. Then now you got to exchange frequency with a poverty-minded motherfucker.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, we can talk about that next week too.
Yeah.
Because man, it's been a great conversation. I'm
Yeah,
glad
we
that
ran
you,
home.
you know what I'm saying, that you took time out to join the stream. I hope we can repeat this same thing, you know what I'm saying, to everybody else that's watched.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, the engagement or whatever. And I hope you guys catch the replay and repost this and share it on your timeline. It's been the Code Talk Coffee and Blunts morning show. We out.